I want to show y'all this real quick, y'all. Go, hey, gang, come on, man. Just in order to go with Big Cartel, y'all. Go to the website, gang. I got everything in every color, gang. We got everything in every single color, gang. Go show me some love. I think you did. Trade radio gas, man, on the stove, gang. Trade. You might not know, gang. Yeah, y'all niggas talking about y'all big smoke in the chat, y'all big blow and shit. Well, why ain't you ain't got your trade yet, nigga? Why ain't you niggas ain't got your trade yet?
Go to the website and shop with your boy. Just say no to scope.
Look at the whole gang, man. Look at the whole gang. I see y'all in this, man.
Y'all, it's your boy Just Say No to Scope. We don't break the news. We just break the news down.
It's most definitely Scope gang or no gang or don't bang. Hey, we're gonna stay real over here, man. Big Scope gang. Salute to everybody watching this video. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I do live streams all the time.
It's Scope gang or no gang or don't bang. Salute to everybody in the video. Hold on.
Man, salute to everybody in my chat, gang. Salute to everybody in my chat. T-Coop, shout out to T-Coop, man, for putting them first couple of dollars on the screen, man. Salute to T-Coop, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all. We back tonight, gang. We are back. And we are back because there's been new developments in the Nolan Wells case, gang. Some people call it a murder case. Some people call it an accidental drowning. As of right now, we're trying to figure out exactly what happened. Now, trust me, gang, do we all agree that everything, that involved everything we've heard from this case has been suspicious? We're not gonna lie. Everything we heard has been suspicious. I'm not gonna lie to you, gang. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody building, gang. Everything we have heard about this case has been suspicious, man. To this day, we all keep saying something is not right about the Nolan Wells situation, man. And I'm still there. I still feel like it's something that we don't know, man. We haven't heard from, none of the friends that was with Nolan Wells, as far as his the boys that's being accused, the white guys who left him there, who left with his phone. We haven't heard from them at all. We haven't really heard from Mississippi police too much. We're hearing things here and there, but it's still a lot of things that we don't know, man. I told you that last night. I said there's so many things about the Nolan Wells situation that we just don't know. But what we do know is that there's been a lot of false information online, man. It's been, or at least it sounds false today. At least some of the things we've been hearing, some of the rumors, this and that. We got to admit, y'all, half the things we're hearing online is being made up by goddamn bloggers and TikTokers and Instagrammers and YouTubers, and they are really fucking this case up, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, gang. The internet has really tore this shit apart, man, but we gonna build it. We gonna put that shit back together over here. You dig? Yeah, you dig? You dig? Everything they done broke, that nigga Sko is gonna fix. I keep balling. You hear me, nigga? Balling in the mix. Everything they done broke, Chris Sko is gonna fix. We keep balling. Smash that like button, gang. Put that Reggie in the air, man. I know most of y'all are smoking Reggie Miller tonight. K2, corn, CBD. Put it in the air, gang. I mean, turn up, man. Do what you gotta do to relax. It comes, man. Whatever you do, a glass of water, some goddamn Teddy Grahams. Teddy Grahams owe me a deal too, man. Picture me, y'all, in the new Teddy Graham commercial and shit. Come on, I need my deal, gang. I need something. I need something, man. Come on, man. Somebody come with something, man. Smash that like button. Yeah, let's get serious, man. Let's get serious. But there's been some new things online, man. There's been some new things online. Salute to everybody, Bitter Man Raven, whatever, gang. Anyway, Nikki 901, salute, gang. Shout out to Latine, the Bitter Man. I see everybody. Gwyneth, I see you, man. First Lady Mimi, Haitian K. Salute to Latine, the Bitter Man. Nikki 901. Shout out to everybody in the building, gang. Salute, man. T-Coop, shout out to T-Coop, man. Boo Johnson 901. Of course, Memphis gonna rock with me. Texas 713. Salute to my boy Texas 713, man. Always adding some dope to the show. Shout out to Penn Corp in the building. Jizzle, man. I told you to change your name, Jizzle, man. I don't like calling you Jizzle. I don't like saying Jizzle. That's a white boy porn word, man. I don't like that, dog. Change that. True Virgo. Shout out to Juxta in the building, man. Positive vibes. Salute to everybody in the building, man. I see y'all in the building. If you ain't hear Lala Davis say something, man. You did. I am Jay. Salute. Hood Queen. 937 Travels. Hutch. What's good, fam? Shorty Doo-Wop is in the building, man. Salute to goddamn Lady V in the building, man. Tree Holiday. Mr. Clean Anthony. LD5270. Salute, gang. Salute. Lou Vega, I see you, fam. Kathy, I see you, Kathy. Shout out to everybody in the building. Angel Chocolate, I see you, gang. Salute to D Branch in the building, man. Louis V, I see you, fam. I see everybody here, man. True Virgo, what's good? Shout out to everybody rocking with Penn Court, man. Let me see. HD the Boss, salute, man. Ben Dare, I see you. Empress Love, salute, gang. Y'all turn this thing up, chill, Will. Live is live. Turn up for me. Y'all put some color in this chat, man. Donate to the platform. Get you a membership. Brendan Ross, get you a membership. Y'all turn up, gang. Salute to Big Dabu in the building. OG Magnard, Pharaoh, Jason Fenwick. Shout out to the usual suspects, man. Yeah, shout out to Pharaoh in the building, man. Salute to Organic Soul Gumbo. Just call me Jay. Salute to all the usual suspects in the building, gang. Turn me up, gang. Turn me up now. Now, there's been some new developing news in this situation, man. And we're hearing from a lot of people now coming out, kind of clearing up some of the things that we've been hearing online. I know the parents did another interview, gang. I think the parents have done about maybe 10, 15, and not 10, 15, maybe at least 8, 9 interviews so far. Yeah. I mean, the parents have done at least 8, 9 interviews so far. And let me check on something real quick. They're getting closer. Yeah, I mean, they're getting closer. Let me put this up real quick, man. Salute to everybody building. The GoFundMe is getting closer, gang. It's getting closer. Oh, it's getting closer, man. They are at $662,000. If you donated, man, salute to you, gang. The goal is $750,000. For the GoFundMe for Nolan Xavier Wells, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. Like I said, no matter how this thing played out, young man, rest in peace to you, man. We're trying to figure this thing out, Nolan. If you need justice, if somebody killed you, if people are responsible for your death, man, everybody online just want to get to the bottom of it, man. So I understand everybody online investigating and doing this and doing that, but some people just putting out bullshit. Some people are clout chasing and looking for views and likes and all. I mean, but shout out to everybody that's covering this thing the right way, like the Skull Gang do. You know what I mean? You can't really trust no bloggers online but me. Everybody else, they're sketchy. You know what I mean? Some of them is cool some days, but most days everybody's sketchy except for Just Say No to Scope. Man, I'm the only one you can trust. Smash that like button, gang. But we see the family has gotten closer. $662,000 has been raised. They are getting closer to their goal, y'all, of $750,000, man. So the boy should have a nice service, man. His funeral should be crazy. I'm thinking the funeral is what this weekend, maybe sometime. I'm sure a balloon release and everything like that is going to go down soon. I'm sure the media will be there to cover this. So I'm sure we'll get an inside look on that. We get to see everything. I'm hoping they put the funeral maybe online, at least show us, some of the ceremony, man. I would love to see some of it, man. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. Lady B, shout out to Lady Beast in the building, man. The real Memphis. Shout out to the real Memphis. Audrey, shout out to Audrey in the building, man. Maria, salute, gang. What do y'all think about this, gang? What do y'all think about this, man? How do y'all feel about, the family raising $750,000? Do y'all think the public is doing the right thing by making sure this family, has enough money, whether it's to pay off attorneys, whether it's to bury their son, whether it's they said they're not working right now? So do y'all think that, everybody's doing a great job at really donating to the family right now, man? Because, I mean, they need it, man. They really need this, the help and the support of the people right now. Smash that like button, man. Somebody said, how much Eric, let me see, who was that? Is that, I think that was Eric Jackson said, how much is Ben Crump getting? I don't know, fam, but I don't know. I don't know what Ben Crump is getting. I'm not here to count his pockets. I don't know, but we are waiting on Ben Crump still. We are waiting on Ben Crump. Yeah. We are waiting on Ben Crump and this autopsy report, man. We are waiting on Ben Crump and these autopsy results. Before we go there, gang, before we get to that, gang, let's come back to Dallas, Texas real quick, gang, because yesterday I gave y'all a sneak peek, or not a sneak peek, but I showed y'all a case that's similar to Nolan Wells right here in Dallas, Texas, man. A drowning that happened at Lake Great Hubbard, where the family feels like this is not a drowning at all. This was a murder. A juvenile suspect is in custody right now, along with, I think, another 19-year-old white kid. And they went fishing with their black friend who never came back. It turns out this black kid was a known great swimmer. I think he was even on the swim team at school. And now the family is saying, fuck all that, he drowned shit. What really happened to our son? They charged the 2 kids with tampering with evidence and a few more small things, but they did not charge the boys with murder. And the family is saying, no, fuck that. We won't murder, man. And y'all know who's leading the way on this case, man, is your boy from the Carmelo Anthony case. None other than Dominique Alexander. Smash that like button and salute to everybody building. Let's come to Dallas, Texas real quick, where a case just like Nolan Wells is taking place, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody building, y'all. He's most definitely big skull gang, a no gang, a don't bang. Remember, we don't break the news. We just break the news down. Let's go back to Dallas, Texas real quick, gang. Salute to everybody building, y'all. Put some color in my chat, y'all. Donate to the platform, gang. It's always needed, gang, and we'll appreciate it.
Teenagers are behind bars in Dallas County. Detectives say they tamper with evidence in a drowning investigation on Lake Ray Hubbard. Daniel Irving was reported
Rest in
missing
peace to
in
Daniel
April
Irving.
visiting the lake with 2 other teens. Irving's body was found days later near the Paddle Point area. The medical examiner's office ruled the drowning as accidental, but police say the 2 teenagers later admitted to tampering with evidence and disposing of evidence related to that case. On Thursday, the Dallas police arrested those 2 teenagers, but Irving's family and attorneys say this isn't justice.
Daniel will never have
There you
that
go.
wedding,
There you go.
that child, whatever God had in store for
Salute to Lou Vega, man. There your boy go, y'all. Dominique Alexander. Y'all remember him from the Carmelo Anthony case where things was kind of, you know what I mean, a little shaky between him and the family afterward. But salute to Dominique Alexander, man. He's out here in Dallas. He's still doing his activist work. And, you know, once again, he's representing another family in the death of a young black man, Daniel Irving, who died, who they say drowned. The police is saying, I guess he drowned, and the other 2 teens covered it up. But the family want justice. They saying, nah, he was murdered. This kid was a great swimmer. No way he drowned out there, man. So salute to Dominic Alexander, y'all. Once again, he's front line. And shout out to my boy Lou Vega, man. Sco, did you see the Buffalo send the white guy to the moon? I seen that, man. Yeah, man. I think the white man broke his neck, man. The old white man neck might be broke. Smash that like button. Salute to Lou Vega, man. Y'all put some color in this chat, gang. But let's check in with Dominic Alexander, y'all, because he says the family wants justice. This is unfair. Rest in peace to Daniel Ewing, man. Smash that like button, gang.
Daniel will never have that wedding, that child, whatever God had in store for him. It was taken. It doesn't take 3 months to investigate what happened. We want murder charges.
We reached out to the Dallas PD
We
to see if
demand
additional charges could be filed.
We
They
want
told
it
us
now.
investigators are still looking into this case.
And that's all they have to say about this, is that investigators are still looking into this case. And this is how people feel about the Nolan Wells case. There's a lot of people online that feel like, man, it took them people damn near 3 months to make an arrest in this situation. The family had been saying that something wasn't right. They feel like Dallas police drugged their feet on this situation. They didn't give a damn. They, you know what I mean? It was just a black boy that died. You know what I mean? They let the little white kid slide for months and months and months until they finally made an arrest, but not for murder. So now the family is furious, man. The family is furious, man. They feel like, hell no, what's going on, man? The family wants to know what's going on.
My son was an amazing son.
A grieving mother still searching for answers 3 months after her 18-year-old son, Daniel Irving, drowned in Lake Ray Hubbard.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
Man,
Dallas police have arrested 2 teens, a 16-year-old and 19-year-old Lucas Roper. They're not accused of causing Daniel's death, but of tampering with physical evidence. Investigators say this is the last place where Daniel Irving was seen.
But let's be honest, gang. Just like the Nolan Wells case, it doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. You mean to tell me that the boy drowned on accident and they just freaked out and said, let's just act like we was never here? Why not just go call for help, man? A 16-year-old and a 19-year-old. Why, if you didn't murder him, if you had nothing to do with the boy's death whatsoever, the boy's drowning whatsoever, why lie? Why not contact the police? Why go get rid of his stuff? I think they said they threw some of his stuff out, on the road while they was driving back. They threw his clothes in some bushes and some shit like that. Why would they cover up his death and fuck up evidence and not contact the police or render any kind of aid? And they say this kid is a great swimmer. He's on his damn school swim team. They say this boy was cold. He swam like a goddamn fish. But yet and still, the Dallas police has not came with the murder charges yet. So the family is furious right now because even I agree with them, man. What do you mean they just covered up his death? Nigga, that's murder. That is murder if you ask me, gang. And that's why we paying close attention to the Nolan Wells case. We want to make sure Mississippi police ain't doing the bullshit that Dallas is on right now. Are we going to look up and they come up with, we're going to put tampering with evidence. They took his phone and a few more things. But other than that, they're not. Nah, we don't want to hear that shit, gang. We don't want to hear that. If they play any part in it, we find out they play any part, anything was done purposely. If they had anything to do or they knew about his disappearance or his drowning or whatever, to me, that is murder. Smash the like button. Salute to everybody building and shout out to Dallas, man.
Alive. It's believed that he jumped off of that railroad bridge with those 2 other teens. The Dallas County Medical Examiner determined Daniel drowned and ruled his death an accident. But police say the two teens failed to report what happened and later discarded items belonging to Daniel. The affidavit alleges Daniel's clothes were thrown into a tree line, his cell phone was thrown into a ditch, and Roper deleted his communications with Daniel. Roper told detectives he panicked after Daniel drowned.
This is a difficult time for this family.
The Irving family attorney says they believe the evidence supports a murder charge.
Follow the facts and bring the appropriate charges, including but not limited to murder.
But attorney Jeremy Rosenthal, who is not involved in the case, says that would require proof of more than alleged cover-up.
To have a homicide case here, you would have to show that they caused the death of this individual, not just that there was a cover-up, not that there just was a guilty conscience after the fact.
For now,
how y'all feel about that when it comes to the Nolan Wells situation? Shout out to Tiffany Praise, man. Salute to Attaway and salute to Tiffany Praise for gifting somebody with a membership, man. Salute to Tiffany, man. Always gifting membership. Salute to Tiffany Praise. But you know, that's how people feel in the Nolan Wells case. They feel like, look, man, if they did anything, we don't care what role they played. If they knew he drowned and didn't say anything, if he bumped his head, if y'all got into a fight and he fell off the boat, but y'all didn't mean for that to happen. If you left with his cell phone, you knew you had his car keys in his car at the house, and y'all didn't render aid for Nolan Wells. You know what I mean? Just like they saying with the Daniel Ewing situation, then it's like, to me, that's still murder. If you watched your friend drown, if you knew your friend was drowning, if you purposely left him while he was, drowning, then that's murder. But they're saying if they did not cause his death, if they wasn't the reason that he drowned, then that is not a murder case. So remember that, gang. Even in the Nolan Wells situation, we're going to hear the same thing. If they did not cause his murder, yeah, they seen him drowning, but they couldn't get to him and help him. They just say, you know what, man, we all doing cocaine and we drunk. Got just everybody run. Just get on, let's leave. To me, that's still murder. But we can see now they won't be charged with murder. They'll just be charged with, accessory to, I guess, murder or tampering with evidence. It's going to be, unless they can physically prove that those boys caused Nolan's death, then there won't be any charges, just like in this situation in Dallas right here, man. What if we all come together and raise the money for you can fly out and cover the funeral? Then Attaway starts sending the bread right now. There we go, man. I like the way Attaway, I like whoever you are. I like you, goddammit. Sure, welcome to the gang, fam. Welcome to the gang. Welcome to the gang. I like how you think, fam. You're a great thinker. Yeah, you know what I mean? Put some color in the chat. Y'all hit the Cash App. Donate to the platform, man. Salute to Attaway, man. 903, fam. Salute, gang. Salute. How do y'all feel about this, though, gang? Do y'all feel like this is the same situation in Nolan Wells case? Do y'all feel like this same information that we finding out in this case is going to be what the Nolan Wells case turns into? Is that the friends didn't actually kill him. They didn't kill Nolan, but they knew that they witnessed him drowning. They knew something was wrong with him. They seen that he was having some kind of panic attack or overdose, or he was too drunk to get in the water. Do y'all think it could just be simple tampering with evidence charges or, not rendering aid? Do y'all think it could turn into something as small as that? Because that's not going to be no time for no kids. They never been in trouble in their life. That's going to be a slap on the wrist, maybe some probation or something like that. Do y'all think what's going on in this case in Dallas, we could end up seeing happen, in Mississippi? Smash that like
criminal case centers on what police say happened after Daniel drowned.
I want justice for my son.
His mother says these arrests have not ended her fight for answers.
I want justice for Daniel.
In Dallas, I'm Luke Clary.
Sad situation, man. Yeah, man. Sad situation, man. You feel me? People always say black people don't swim. This nigga here was on the swim team, man. Fuck the bull. Yeah, this boy was on the swim team. Rest in peace to Daniel, man. They say he was a great kid. No trouble. He went to go fishing with his friends. They jumped off a railroad track that leads down to Lake Ray Hubbard. And for some reason, they saying his friends just got scared when he hit his head or when he couldn't swim back. They just got scared and ran and just threw his clothes in the bushes and discarded with all his shit. That's murder, nigga. Bullshit, man. That's murder. It makes me think whatever happened to him in that water, whether we could prove it or not physically, they had something to do. Whether he said, hey, take my hand, and you slapped his hand away and kicked the man, they had something to do with this boy's murder. And I pray to God that even a 16-year-old is charged with murder as a grown man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, man. That's a sad story. Let's go here, man. Let's go here real quick, gang. Let's go here real quick because I gotta go here, man. I gotta go here because now we know that that with the Nolan Wells situation, man, we know that You know, yesterday, Ben Crump posted a photo of the pool party. The pool party was going viral. A picture of Nolan came out in a pool, and people were saying that was July 4th night right there. That was the night. You know what I mean? This picture of this pool party and Nolan being in this pool, man, took over the internet yesterday, man. Everybody said that's Nolan, and that's July 4th leading into the 5th. That boy was alive. He got on that goddamn boat with his friends and went back, and something happened to him. This is the proof that somebody killed him at this party or after this party and took his body back on a boat and took his body back to Horn Island and threw him into the water. That was the proof. We even seen Ben Crump, the family's attorney, posted, and everybody ran with it and said, oh, that's exactly what happened. Now, there's been, you know, some new things in this situation, man, because a lot of people are saying now that photo might not be legit far as the timing of the photo. And the boy Evan who posted the photo, they're saying now that this pool party wasn't even at Evan's house. Now we hear Evan don't even own a goddamn pool. This wasn't Evan's house. This was June 27th. This was June 27th, a week before 4th of July. The family just celebrated a little bit early. They were just having a party, but that photo has nothing to do with July 4th or 5th. That's what we're hearing. And the source is coming from a guy named Secret Service Sam. I see Secret Service Sam online all the time. He covers this case. He's been breaking it down. He's saying that one of the friends hit him up, and this is what they told him about the party. So this kid had exclusive information and real news about what happened that night of the party, the real party, not 4th of July or 5th, but this party actually happened on the 27th. It says Nolan Wells update. Pool party was allegedly June 27th, not July 4th or 5th. Smash that like button. Salute everybody in the building. Let's check this out real quick. Hold on, gang. Hold on. My bad, gang. Y'all can't even see the shit. I thought y'all could see it, gang. My bad. Hold on. Y'all can't even see it. My bad, gang. I'm thinking I had it on the screen the whole time. My bad. My bad, gang. My bad. That's that Reggie, gang. That's that Reggie. I thought y'all could see it the whole time. Boom. There
The Nolan Xavier Wells update. Now, one of the friends has reached out to me and is asking me to set the record straight about the pool party and some of the things that they're saying happened. I'll read their message. Hi, Sam. I love your page and all that you stand for, but I absolutely have to set you straight on something. The boy who posted then deleted the photo of the pool party does not have a swimming pool. There was no pool party at his home at any time. The party wasn't the weekend of the 4th. It was the weekend before. Even Nolan's mom is saying whoever posted that information about the party is not someone she knows or was friends with Nolan. Please stop spreading this information as it is completely untrue and damaging the kids who are named and not even with Nolan on the day he passed. Thank you, and thank you for seeking justice. I responded back to her. Let me know more. Yes, thank you, Sam, for responding. The party was June 27th at a mutual friend's house, and lots of people were there. It's all blowing up so badly for this kid who wasn't involved at all, except that he took down a photo of Nolan was in out of respect for the entire situation. Sadly, his name and picture are now everywhere, and he was not even with him the weekend of the accident, like a lot of the other kids in the pool photo. Again, thank you very much for the work you do and for asking for details instead of just following ill-informed assumptions and accusations. I wish I knew what tragically happened to that poor sweet boy, but I feel so incredibly awful for his family and everything they are enduring right now and having to weed through. I said, who is the guy who had the USA tattooed in his chest? That just seemed kind of odd. Yes.
If y'all remember, it was a guy that was in the photo that looked like he was way too old to be there. He looked like he was about 35 years old. They even explaining that. He had a USA tat in his carved in his chest or something. I don't know if it was his chest hair or some shit. I'm not for sure what it was, but he had USA on his chest. And people were saying, well, that shows you right there it was 4th of July. That was the 4th of July. But he's saying that somebody contacted him and broke everything down that we see in that pool photo, as well as Evan, the pool party, where the girl who had the party, the date of the party. This is what Secret Service Sam is saying. Whether you believe this or not, you got to take it with a grain of salt. If you believe it, you believe it. If you don't, you don't. I think everything we hear online is pretty sketchy at this goddamn point.
That kid is just a huge dude that happens to look older than he is. He just graduated high school in 2025. I don't know who owns the pool. My friend who is very closely associated said it is someone, a girl in Pass Christian, a town to the west of Ocean Springs. Again, just to reiterate, Evan's family does not have a swimming pool. Apparently, they had their fourth party early because some of them were going to be out of town for the actual holiday, so they celebrated on the 27th. And I said, again, what do you think happened to Nolan? So sadly, I think most unfortunately, that poor baby drowned. I'm sure they were all drinking. I know that kids and alcohol and water are not a good combination. It still doesn't make total sense as to how he got left behind by everyone, as they are alluding to. I get leaving his phone on the boat. That's what we all do down here. Kids and adults, you don't have it with you in the water or the sand. Almost no one has those water protection pouches. As I've read, all I can think is that maybe they were all drinking and not paying attention to everything that was going on, which might be why they were hesitant to talk about what they had been doing, since, of course, underage drinking is illegal, as is drinking and driving a boat. That could also explain cleaning the boat, getting rid of all the alcohol and trash they may have left on there. I'm speculating, and I hate doing that. I'm interested to know more about what the girl who they say he was talking to said. And I said, what do you think happened again? Except that she thought he was going on the boat with the guys. Like, what was his state? Did he seem super inebriated? Or maybe since she just met him, she would have known. Again, speculation. One of the friends in past Christian MS had the pool party. It's another small town on the coast. And I asked her, were you there? She said, no, I wasn't there at the pool party. According to his mom, he'd driven over there in his car to spend the night before they went out on the boat on the 4th, and his keys were left inside the house where he'd spent the night. Again, he wouldn't need them until he got back from the boat trip. So it's what you naturally do. I wish I had more information that could help his parents. I believe that girl went to the authorities right when he was first reported missing. I'm sure they know a lot more than they are saying. They aren't going to tell us everyone they're interviewing and everything those people are saying until they've exhausted all efforts. I believe the autopsies will explain what happened, maybe not exactly how, which is heartbreaking for the people who love him, but I'm praying it at least brings some closure. Sadly, those toxicology results that I am sure they are waiting on can take weeks to come back. I'm still not sure how I feel about all this or where the truth lies, but I wanted to share this information with you guys. What do you guys think? I want to make sure I'm not spreading misinformation.
They're not going to believe you, Sam. You're a white man. Yeah, nobody wants to hear this news from a white boy right now. I'm telling you that right now off the rip, man. Whether it's true or not, man, there's so many lies online. We don't know what to believe no more. So, Sam, I don't know what we are. I don't know, Sam. I don't know about that, Sam. You know what I mean? Because we don't know who the fuck wrote you this. They're like, how do we do it? We don't know. It was some of the things that's in the letter that makes you think this is a professional, and the authorities are not going to say anything until they're through exhausting all their. I was like, what the fuck? Who is writing this shit? It's not like a goddamn girl. Who is it's 18-year-old girl or it's 19-year-old friend? Who is this? It's like a goddamn law enforcement officer writing this shit. So shout out to Secret Service Sam, man. Salute, gang. But yeah, I can't believe that not here no more. I just can't. I'm being honest with y'all, man. Shout out to Secret Service Sam, fam. I've seen you covering this case before. I see you going through there trying to figure out what happened to Nolan Wells. But as of right now, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Right. As of right now, your skin is your sin. You know, that's just how these kind of cases go, man. Your skin is your sin. It is. We feel like, we don't know Secret Service Sam. We don't know who the fuck wrote you that. We don't know. Shout out to Secret Service Sam, but we just don't know who the fuck wrote you this. We just, it could have been the mom of one damn boys wrote this shit. It could be somebody trying to throw the shit off again that wrote this. So we just can't go with no more anonymous. Yeah, but we can't go with no more anonymous goddamn messages no more, man. I'm not doing it, man. I mean, that information might be very vital. That might be some vital information that might come in handy later on. But as of right now, Secret Service Sam, fall back, bro. You know what I mean? Fall back, man. He looked like the dad off one of them damn shows, man. What dad he looked like? One of them damn TV shows growing up, man. I don't know if it's Step by Step, one of them motherfuckers. I don't know who he looked like. One of them dads, man. Yeah, I don't. Dawson's Creek. I'm not for sure, man. But Secret Service Sam, salute to you for what you're doing online, fam. But as of right now, we don't want to hear no anonymous shit right now, dog. Like all this anonymous, and a friend hit me up, and the last person we listened to about the pool party, or we just heard them out and read their shit. It turns out that people are now saying that might be some bullshit. So everything we hearing online right now, man, is turning out to be some bullshit. Smash that like button, man. Yeah. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody building gang. We also, y'all know we gotta hear, we gotta hear from one of Nolan Wells' friends, gang. You dig? Now, we gotta hear from one of Nolan Wells' friends, because once again, one of Nolan Wells' friends, another mixed boy, Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not here to, you know what I mean, when it comes to the kids, whatever, you know what I mean, I'm not here to knock whoever putting out statements or whatever, but we got to listen to it and ask ourselves, do we feel like this is true or not? Now, one of his friends came out and spoke, and it was actually the friend that was on Horn Island that day who got into the altercation. Remember the other friend, Javion, said he could hear his other friend's voice? That wasn't Nolan. That was his other friend. Well, the other friend came out. He didn't want to show his face too much, even though I got his face on the damn thumbnail. But he didn't want to show his face, but he wanted to clear the air and let it be known that that was not Nolan on the island arguing with somebody. That was actually him. Let's check in with one of Nolan's friends who says, "Hey man, you feel me? That was me." And you know what I mean? And listen to some of it. This is the wrong video. I didn't want to put this one up. This is actually the wrong video, man. Let me see. This is actually the wrong video. And we'll hear from the parents again too. We'll hear from the parents again, but I didn't mean to put this video. This is the wrong video right here, man. Wrong video. Let me see. Where am I at? Let me see. Here we go. Right here. Here we go. Smash the like button, gang, because this is the friend right here. This is the friend right here that came forward and said it was actually him on the island. You know what I mean? It was him on the island that was getting into the altercation that we could hear saying. Remember, Ben Crump was saying he could hear Nolan saying, "Give me my freaking phone back. Give me my freaking phone back." Well, Nolan's parents, they said they couldn't identify the voice. They listened to the video over and over and over again, but they could not identify Nolan's voice in the video. So basically saying it wasn't him. It's saying we hear the boy, but it don't sound, we can't tell if that's our son or not. So might not be him. Nolan's friend said that it was this boy. Javion said, "Nah, I can hear the video. It wasn't Nolan. It was my other homie, man. It was my other friend that was there. He was the one on the island whose voice I could hear on the tape." So this is the friend right here, y'all, who allegedly was on the video arguing in the background.
No, I've lost my best friend. I just know I've lost my best friend.
This morning, a friend of Nolan Wells, who was with the 18-year-old the day he was last seen alive, is sharing what he says happened during a July 4th boat trip to an isolated barrier island off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Trayston Shepard declined to speak with us on camera because he says he and his friends are getting threats.
We did no wrong here, and we don't understand how we're getting so much hate behind it. We all cared and loved Nolan, and nobody wanted to see Nolan die.
Listen to that one more time. Threats. Listen one more time. He's kind of putting himself in the group with the other white kids. You know, the white boys from the pictures. He's saying we don't know why people are coming at us like this. We have no idea why people are accusing any of Nolan's friends of having anything to do with his death. Why are they doing this? Even though we don't know who the fuck he is, we never seen his face before until now. He's saying even he was getting threats. Like, we don't even know this motherfucker. Salute to him. Salute to him. But we don't even know him, and he's saying even he was getting threats. Man, smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody. This is another one of Nolan's friends coming forward saying the internet might got this shit all wrong, man, because we don't got nothing to do with this shit. And he's grouping himself in with everybody that was around Nolan that day.
Us on camera because he says he and his friends are getting threats.
We did no wrong here, and we don't understand how we're getting so much hate behind it. We all cared and loved Nolan, and nobody wanted to see Nolan die. Nobody wanted to see his life be taken so short.
Shepard addressed this viral video that investigators have been studying. Wells's parents worried it showed their son involved in a confrontation, but Shepard said that's him, not Wells.
That's the video I'm referring to. That's me yelling.
Shepard says he took a...
There we go, gang. Oh, somebody stepped up and claimed it. Somebody stepped up and claimed it. This young man right here said that is him. That is not Nolan Wells arguing in the video, because we kept saying that Nolan got into an altercation with somebody. We kept hearing about, the boys he was with trying to take his phone with him, trying to take Nolan's phone. They jacked his phone. Give me this motherfucking phone. You ain't going nowhere with this phone. Give us this is our shit now. And allegedly, a lot of people feel like they left, Nolan, on the goddamn water. His friends did. They threw him off the boat on the way back. They left him on the island, or some people even think maybe they took him back they went back home and they killed him and threw his body back in the water later on that night. But either way, a lot of people feel like they had something to do with this, man. They were the last people with him, man. They had his cell phone. They had his goddamn car at the house, his keys. You mean to tell me y'all left y'all partner with nothing at all? Y'all just dipped on him, and that's the problem a lot of people have, is that y'all left and you took his only form of communication, his cell phone. Nigga can't even catch an Uber back home, not even a Lyft. Nigga can't order no Uber Eats, no nothing. Can't jump on Prize Picks and bet on get nothing. Can't check your bank account without a phone these days. You have nothing. So people are wondering, why would they do this? But this friend right here is saying, no, whatever y'all thought y'all heard in that video, give me my freaking phone back. What people are saying they heard Nolan say. He's saying, no, that was not Nolan. That was me. That was me back there in the video arguing with somebody else.
Yeah,
smash that like
involved in a confrontation.
Smash that like button. Do y'all believe him?
That's him.
Do y'all believe
not
him?
Wells?
That's the video I'm referring to. That's me yelling.
Shepard says he took a boat back from Horn Island in the late afternoon, but Wells stayed behind with a girl he had met.
They met that day, and it was kind of one of those things. It did come off that day that he really did like her, but that was the only time they've ever hung out was at Horn Island on July 4th.
Investigators believe.
Okay. So once again, we're hearing about this girl, this Katie girl. It is this Katie girl. They said that his friend is saying, you know, his one of his close friends is saying that Nolan did not know the white girl Katie. You know what I mean? He liked her. He met her that day. He was trying to get at her for sure. You know what I mean? It's summertime, 4th of July, y'all. Come on, gang. Saturday night. It is. Nolan might have been trying to get some draws. Let's just be honest. He 18 years old. Come on, man. We know we was doing at 18, man. Stop it. I'm trying to bust something down every night, man. Stop it. Nolan was his friends say he liked the girl, but he never met her before. He did not know the girl from anywhere else. He met her on the island that day. He met her at Horn Island, and, you know, he was talking to her, but that's about it. He did not know the girl. Now, whether he was with the girl last or not, I think everybody still wants to know who was the last person actually with Nolan. Was it what's her name, Katie? Was it Katie, or was it his friends? Or, I mean, who seen him after 3 o'clock? Was she the last one with him? I'm even hearing rumors that maybe Nolan stayed behind with Katie. And some people are saying that, you know, rumors are, you know me, if it's a rumor, I'm going to say it's a rumor. Rumors are that the KKK showed up to the goddamn Horn Island to celebrate 4th of July. You know what I mean? That is a white boy holiday. They say it's a chance that maybe the KKK showed up. They was partying. Everybody left. The friends left. They're still hanging out with Katie. And people are saying that they're hearing rumors of the Ku Klux Klan showing up. This is Mississippi. It is Mississippi. They saying there's rumors that the Ku Klux Klan showed up. Is that true, gang? I'm not saying it's true at all. But I'm saying that some people feel like, well, maybe something happened to him after he stayed behind with Katie. Maybe his friends did leave. Maybe he did leave his phone on the boat. Maybe they went back, had his phone, but maybe he was hanging out with Katie when somebody else, you know what I mean, got into it with him. I don't know, gang. Yeah, I don't know, man. If he made it back, why he don't have his keys? You dig? Salute, gang. I think they said the keys was left at the friend's house. He spent the night at the friend's house. Remember what I mean? They say he spent the night at the friend's house. He left his car and his keys at the friend's house. Smash that like button. Salute everybody building y'all. But this is Nolan Wells' friend saying that people got it all wrong. That's not Nolan in the video. God damn it, that's him.
That he really did like her, but that was the only time they've ever hung out was at Horn Island on July 4th.
Investigators believe Wells drowned and say there were no immediate signs of foul play. But there is growing frustration in the community, and his parents are skeptical, telling GMA Wells left his phone behind and they tracked it to one of his friends.
It was showing everywhere the phone had been, I was like, well, it's showing that he's back on land.
The sheriff said the parents have not turned over the phone to investigators. Their lawyers said they will. While the investigation goes on, Trayston Shepard wants the focus on his friend.
I want everybody just to relax and let everybody mourn the loss of Nolan.
Relax.
And let us remember him as in like the sweet guy. I think
the friend says he needs everybody to chill, man. This is his friend, somebody that loved him and knew him. You know what I mean? We believe. His friend says, I want everybody just to relax, man, and let everybody mourn the loss of Nolan. And let us remember him as in like the sweet guy he was. Smash that like button, gang. Do y'all believe his friend? Because when Javion spoke out, a lot of people started saying, "No, Javion is backdoor 82.0." No. In the Carmelo Anthony case, he had a friend that, you know, a little mixed friend that turned on him too. You know what I mean? Act like he didn't even know him. Used to be my homie, now you act like you don't know me. In the Carmelo Anthony case, do y'all think that Nolan Wells' two friends who we've heard from are lying? They're trying to help cover up his death. They're trying to help protect the white boys. Do y'all really believe that? Because we've seen pictures of him and Javion that go way back, man. Nolan and Javion, we've seen photos of them boys go back to like elementary school. These are real friends. Do y'all think his friends have turned on him now? Talk to me in the chat, gang. Talk to me. I'm trying to hear from y'all, gang. Do y'all believe that Nolan's friends have now turned on him and they are helping fuck this investigation up by doing interviews saying, you know, basically they don't think this is a race thing. They don't believe that, you know, nobody that was with Nolan, none of his friends did anything to him. You guys just fucking relax and let us mourn.
Relax and let everybody mourn the loss of Nolan, and let us remember him as in like the sweet guy. I think everybody needs to let the investigation continue and let the facts be shown.
Shepard has spoken with the police guys, and the sheriff told us that both he and all of Wells's friends have been cooperative. We're still waiting on the results of the official autopsy and the independent autopsy the family has ordered, hoping to get the Wells family the answers that they so desperately seek. Guys.
So good to have you there, Aaron, and your investigative team, because so many people are wanting to have a thorough investigation. Thank you. And when you spoke with the parents, that's what they said, as any parents would. All they want to know, the facts, and let the investigation, enough of the speculation, let there be investigation.
That's me.
Do y'all think the internet is getting this wrong, y'all? Is it a chance, gang? Talk to me, y'all. Let's stop fucking around and talk. Light your gas up, man. I'm light up with y'all real quick, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. Real talk, man. Rest in peace, young guy. You know what I mean? Sad situation, man. Do y'all think it's a chance that the internet got this wrong? Do y'all think it's a chance that maybe these kids did nothing at all to Nolan? That Nolan tragically drowned? And that now the internet, you know, because he was seen with 3 white boys, we got to blame some goddamn body, man. They was white. And because they were white, we got to blame somebody. We not want to let this shit go. We ain't never seen niggas investigate and go this hard for other niggas, except for me. I done went hard for a few niggas online for, you know, just breaking the stories down. You know what I mean? Well, I'm not going to just say just me, but you know what I mean? But for the most part, if it's not somebody famous or something like that, you know what I mean? Somebody without a name, we don't see other kids get this kind of investigation whenever they was murdered by a black kid or a black person. So do y'all feel like the internet is so hyped up that, you know, 3 white boys was last seen with a black man, he ends up drowning and they left him there, took his phone with him. That phone is the motherfucker, took his phone with him. People say that people say that, you know, hey, when you out boating and shit, you're getting off the boat, everybody leaves their phone on the boat. So that's just what they doing when they boating. They leave their phones in the boat. Do y'all feel like maybe the internet got this one wrong? Maybe black people are just all turned up because it involves white boys. Do y'all feel like, nah, Sco, we ain't no damn fools? Too many coincidences, man. You don't just burn off and leave your homie and you got his phone. You don't just take it. You know what I mean? But remember, I don't know if they took his phone or if the phone was allegedly left on the boat. We trying to figure that part out too. Did they take the phone out of his hand? Did somebody take his phone? Because his friend is saying, no, that's not him saying, give me my freaking phone back. That never happened. That never, ever. This is his friend, y'all. Somebody that love him, got nothing but love for him. Somebody that will be at the funeral. Remember, this kid right here gonna be at the funeral, at the balloon release. He gonna hug the boy mama. Are y'all telling me this nigga is Bishop off juice? He gonna hug the mama knowing the truth? Him and Javion, we really know something else happened. We really know something went down. We really know they killed Nolan, but we gonna still go to the balloon release. We're going to go to the funeral. We're going to hug his mom and his dad and his siblings and talk to his friends and do a speech knowing that something happened to him and we not telling the truth. Do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe that? Raven said the mother don't know him. How do you know the mama don't know him, Raven? Did she come out and say she didn't know him? I don't know. This is one of his. He said Nolan was his best friend. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Do y'all think Nolan's friends are backdooring him right now? Do y'all think that for some reason, because this friend right here been spoke up and said, look, man, none of Nolan's friends would do anything like this to him, man. You know what I mean? Basically, y'all are accusing all the wrong people of doing something to Nolan, man. That's not what happened to him. Won't y'all just let it go? Relax was the word he used. Chill. Relax. Light up some gas, man. He didn't say that part, but you can do it if y'all know what I mean. Yeah. He didn't say all that. But do y'all feel like for some reason Nolan's friend will backdoor him like this, gang? Talk to me for real, y'all. Come on. Do y'all believe that Nolan's friends are backdooring him right now? Do y'all think we shouldn't trust this little light-skinned motherfucker right here, man? I don't know the boy. I don't know him. So I'm not here to judge him and say he's lying or telling the truth. He knows Nolan. He claims to be one of his best friends. Like I said, this boy will be attending the services and things like that, I'm guessing, for Nolan. So do y'all think these boys are getting on the news and they're lying? Are they leaving the truth out? Are they trying to, you know what I mean, control the narrative by throwing this out there and that out there? And he's lying, saying that's my voice, not Nolan's. Oh no, you didn't hear Nolan saying, give me my phone back. That was me. Do y'all think somebody got to him? Put a 1 in the chat if you think that Nolan's friend right here is lying. Put a 2 in the chat if you think he's telling the truth. Come on, gang, talk to me, gang. 1 in the chat if he's lying, a 2 in the chat if he's telling the truth, man. It's just his story. It just was, I mean, he's saying damn near the same shit Javion almost said. Javion said it wasn't Nolan's voice on there. Javion said he don't feel like this is about race or, you know, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Nolan's friend has turned on him. Drop a 2 in the chat if you feel like, nah, bruh, y'all gotta accept this shit, man. These boys are telling the truth, man. You motherfuckers just don't want to accept it. Y'all just need this to be some racist shit. Y'all just need this to be Mississippi burning all over again. Smash the like button, gang. If you at home watching me from TV, man, get your lazy ass up and grab your phone and drop a number in this chat, man. I'm sick of playing with you, man. I'm talking to you. Get your ass up and grab your phone. Jump in this chat, man. Smash that like button. It's a thumbs up button while you're at it, gang. Hit the like button, gang. All right. I seen a couple of twos down there. You dig? Shout out to everybody. Better salute to everybody. CJ the Cat was good, gang. Shout out to CJ the Cat, man. Let me see who was that. Salute to everybody. Better, man. Salute, gang. Kimberly. I see you, Kimberly. You dig? Let me see. I see everybody here, man. Let me see. Let me go to my chat a little bit, gang. Let me hear from y'all, man. I don't want to ignore y'all. I don't want to ignore y'all all night. Let me see. What name is this? Crema Sherry. I'm saying they did it because they lawyered up before any investigation took place, and they didn't go look for him at all. Okay. Salute, gang. Okay. I see y'all making y'all points in the chat. I'm looking at y'all. I'm watching y'all. Let me see. My guy Anthony said the friends told the Coast Guard to check the waters near Horn Island, not check the island. So you feel like So you feel like why would they say check the waters if they didn't know where he was at? You know what I mean? If they said check the water, what I mean? Why would you say check the water, man? Why wouldn't you think Nolan was still alive walking around the island? He just didn't get a ride back. Smash that like button, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. I'm talking to my chat. I see a lot of ones in the chat, man. My chat feels like Nolan's friends have turned on him, man. I ponder if the friends who lawyered up have spoken with the sheriff's office. Yes, the friends that has lawyered up, from what we're hearing, the sheriff's office and even the mom, the judge mom came out and said that her son Warren fully cooperated with the Jackson police. Remember they said that? They said they fully cooperated with the Jackson County Sheriff's Department. They fully cooperated. They talked to him. They spoke to him already, that these boys have been talked to. Now, we don't know if their cell phones were confiscated. Did they go through their phones? Did they do a drop on everybody's phone? Did they scrub the phones clean? Did they go check the boat? Did they check their blood levels? Like, this is the shit that they can't do now. You know what I mean? Now, don't forget that motherfucking luminol, though. Don't forget about that luminol. Don't forget about that luminol, that chemical that you put on the boat, and then you can see if some blood was cleaned off this bitch. I don't care if you use ammonia. I don't care if you use bleach. I don't care if you use fabuloso, motherfucker. That luminol is going to tell us if somebody was murdered on that boat. If any blood was spilled on that boat, that luminol going to tell us what happened, gang. So if y'all feel like the boat evidence is gone, now it just depends on what happened on that boat, man. If that boy was killed on that boat, man, if he was killed on that boat, then remember that luminol gonna still show up later on. Smash that like button and salute to everybody in the building, man. So yeah, it might not be too late to go back and check that boat, but it doesn't sound like, to me, it doesn't sound like this is a murder investigation, gang. It don't sound like it, man. It sounds like the Mississippi police. When I say a murder investigation, I mean far as the Mississippi police. I don't think that they are investigating this thing as a murder. Remember, they already came out and said that, far as they concerned, no foul play. Now you wonder what would make them say that, because they had the body at the time. So are they saying the body was not beat up? Because we haven't got the autopsy results yet. But it makes you look at Ben Crump and ask the same motherfucking thing. Ben Crump, get your bald head ass over here too, fam. You get over here too. You get over here. Get over here, Ben Crump. Yeah, let me ask you, Crump, because you and the family just did interviews all day on Friday. I think I did 5-6 interviews, and we didn't hear about the autopsy too much. Don Lemon caught you trying to get out the interview and said, Ben Crump, where is the autopsy? He said, give me some time. It took some time. We fell behind a little bit. It's on the way. That was Friday. This is Monday. Is this Monday or Tuesday? This is Monday, and we saying, where's the autopsy? And if Ben Crump has, remember his team has the body. We know Colin Kaepernick. Shout out to Colin Kaepernick. He has a organization that will do will pay for independent autopsies to be done for these black kids in these cases that, we feel like maybe the state will lie to our ass. Might be some racist shit going on, especially in motherfucking Mississippi. So we got Colin Kaepernick and Ben Crump to do a private investigation, a private autopsy, and we wondering if the body was beat up, if his nose was broke, his eyes are black, if he had been beaten with a pole like some rumors said, if his neck was broke, if he was dead before he hit that water, we feel like we would know these results already. There's no way you could do this many interviews without having that information if it's clearly there. If the body looks beat up, like, nah, man, something happened to him, man. Somebody beat him up, man. You would think that Ben Crump would be on the front line right now. But instead, yesterday, Ben Crump posted a photo of the pool party that we know now might not be real. And Ben Crump put a caption that said, word on the streets, rumor has it, allegedly, word to the grapevine. And we was like, hold on, Ben Crump, you done threw the investigation another place. If you got the evidence we need with this body, just drop it on us, nigga. Tell us what's going on, Ben Crump. You're starting to scare us, fam. Ben Crump is starting to scare me. Fam, drop this autopsy, Ben Crump. If Nolan Wells was murdered, Ben Crump's team should have the information soon. Now, he said Friday, but he said it was a delay. He said it was a delaying thing. So we can't do nothing but kind of fall back right now and just wait for Ben Crump to do his thing. Now, Mississippi ain't put their autopsy out either. And you wonder why. Why is Mississippi not putting their autopsy out? Is somebody trying to up the other person? Do Mississippi want Ben Crump to drop his first to see what he gonna say? Like, let's see if he gonna say, or is Ben Crump waiting to Mississippi to drop theirs first so he can say, caught you motherfuckers, you lied. Nigga, you lied. Because it's very important for Ben Crump to kind of hold his cards right now. So I know we want Ben Crump to drop that autopsy like now, like yesterday. But if Ben Crump is playing the waiting game, he want to see what they gonna say first so he can put their ass on blast, then that too makes sense. That too does make sense. I can't lie. That too makes sense. So we can't be mad at Ben Crump right now, even though we all getting impatient and we want to know because the independent autopsy is the one we really want to hear from, because that's the one where, where if they try to lie, you can clear this shit up, Ben. Come on, fam. You got the parents with you, man. Let's do this. But as of right now, Ben Crump is telling us just to kind of hold on, man. Just hold on a little bit, man. Smash that like button. Let's run through some of the things that we've seen so far in this situation. Smash the like button. Let me see. Where was I going? Let's go here real quick, man. Let me go here real quick.
Past since 18-year-old Nolan Xavier Wells was found deceased. And despite the world continuing to ask questions, many of the biggest answers are still nowhere to be found. We've heard the rumors, we've seen the theories, and we've watched social media detectives dissect every photograph, every video, and every interview. But when it comes to the official investigation, the silence has been deafening. Where is the autopsy? Has the independent autopsy been completed? What evidence was recovered from the boat? Were forensic tests performed before the boat was returned? And have investigators ruled anyone in or out? Those are the questions people continue to ask because right now, there simply hasn't been enough information released to satisfy a grieving family or a concerned public. Today, we're going to break down everything we know, everything we do not know, and why every day that passes without answers only fuels more speculation.
Man.
So before we get into today's update, we need to address the elephant in the room. Yesterday, a photo that was posted days earlier by Evan Noel spread across social media like wildfire. Now, Evan Noel uploaded what appeared to be a photo dump labeled Summer 26,
bunch of photos,
featuring several different pictures. Now, the post was shared during the early morning hours of July 5th, 2026 to both his Instagram and his Threads account. Now, at first, it didn't receive much attention, but as people began looking through the photos after Nolan's disappearance.
Let's be honest, gang. Let's be honest for a second. Evan, your ass is suspicious, fam. You dig? And the reason why is, Evan, because you say that pool party was on the 27th, or somebody told Secret Sam that. We don't know if that's true or not. But let's say I was with a woman, right? And the woman comes up missing. Can't nobody find the woman. And the day after she went missing, I put up 6 photos, and the woman was in the background in one of the photos. She was at the same place I was at. Then out of nowhere, I go take the motherfucker down. You know what I mean? I put up 10 photos. One photo, you see the missing girl in the photo. She kind of near me in the back. And out of nowhere, I just snatched the photo down. People gonna start talking, Evan. People are gonna start talking. So we can't overlook that either. I know people are saying, nah, man, that video, that pool party did not count. That was not on July 4th. That was the 20th, whatever the fuck you want to say about it. It's still very suspicious that Evan snatched the motherfucker down. They say he took it down in respect of the family. How is that disrespecting him? A lot of people are posting photos with him, celebrating him right now. He dead. So how is you posting a photo of him with friends suspicious? See what I'm saying? I see why y'all, I understand that. I see something ain't right. It's suspicious shit going on. That shit don't sound right, man. Why would y'all go lawyer up? Why would them of y'all turned off all social medias? Like, man, if y'all didn't do nothing to this boy, and this is y'all friend, we would think that y'all social medias would be on full blast right now saying rest in peace, putting up flyers saying, have you seen Nolan? Rest in peace, Nolan. Telling where the balloon release gonna be, the funeral services, putting up old photos. You niggas ran like crooks in the night, like killers. And if it was your parents' decision, then they stupid than a bitch too, because y'all ran like killers. Friends don't do shit like that, bro. Let's be honest. Friends don't do shit like that, bro. You mean to tell me I was with my homies? I came up missing. They found out I drowned in the lake. And my homies go put all their pages on. I know they young. We 18 at the time. My homies go all put their pages on private. I don't get no RIP photos, no nothing. Y'all don't go throw no pictures up of me and y'all kicking it, dapping each other up, hitting the gas, nothing. Y'all just pages go silent. Everybody lawyer up. That's why everybody think y'all did some shit, because y'all moving funny. Evan taking that picture down was also moving funny. You got his phone. You got his car at the house, still his keys. Man, y'all talk to me, gang. Am I wrong?
And death, one image in particular started generating questions. Some viewers believed that they could see Nolan in the background, while others focused on what appeared to be a pool party with an older man who had USA shaved into his chest. Now, because of the timing of the upload, many people immediately began wondering whether these photos were taken after the group's reported trip to
they said that they celebrated their 4th of July a little early. That's why the guy had the shit tatted, the USA on his chest. And yeah, that all sounds kind of not like just some more shit we can't believe offline. Like I said, maybe it's the truth, but I'm gonna say at this point, maybe it's fucking not. Because we don't know what the date is on the photo for real. We still got to figure that out. Somebody is saying that the photo was sent somewhere and they analyzed it, some more shit, and they found out it was the 27th. We ain't seen that shit. If y'all did that, do that shit on the news, nigga. Fuck that. Do that on the news. Do that in front of Big Crump and the family. We don't want to hear no more shit like that at all, fam. Yeah. We don't want to hear shit else, man. Evan, you look suspicious, fam. Not saying that Evan was in the photo. This is not Evan in one of these photos right here. Evan is not in this photo. But at the same time, you're wondering, Evan, who hit you up and told you to take the photo down? That's the most important part, is who hit Evan up and said, bro, take that fucking photo down. You're next, dude. Who told him that? And even if you told him that shit, like just trying to be, hey, man, you see how they're attacking us and we didn't do anything. Okay, that could be the case. But no, to the public, we feel like, why the fuck would y'all run to take all photos down? Just disassociate yourself from the boy and just, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Let's not, I get it, y'all. These kids could be innocent, man. I'm telling y'all right now, these white boys could be innocent. Or they could be 3 cold-blooded motherfucking killers. Smash that like button, gang.
Island on July 4th. Now, according to people following the case, one woman commented on a Threads post asking, is that Nolan in the back? She claims that shortly afterwards, her comment disappeared. She was blocked, and that particular picture in the photo dump eventually was removed. The remaining photos stayed up, but that particular post was no longer available. Almost immediately, people began speculating that this photo had been taken on the night of July 4th after the group had returned from the island where Nolan Wells was last seen. Then things escalated even further. A woman identified as Alasia made a social media post claiming that Nolan had been beaten by at least 2 other boys and that this assault, not a drowning or accident, was how he lost his life. In her post, she also stated that she spoke to Nolan's mother about these allegations. It's important to point out that as of today, these claims have not been publicly substantiated by law enforcement. However, the story gained more attention after attorney Ben Crump, who is representing Nolan's family, reposted the pool picture with the following comment: Nolan Wells investigation update. The streets are talking.
I didn't like this. Yeah, man, y'all know that, man. Shout out to Ben Crump, man. Yeah, shout out to Ben Crump, man. Yeah. Shout out to Ben Crump, Clifford Robinson looking at it. If you don't watch basketball, you'll know who Cliff Robinson is. Yeah. Shout out to Ben Crump, man. Salute to Ben Crump. You know, I rock with you, Evander Holyfield looking ass nigga. I rock with you, Ben Crump. Some people call you an ambulance chaser. They say you only show up when the money is on the line and the story got to be worldwide. But I think Ben Crump does a good job at showing up and putting the spotlight on certain cases where they might be trying to play games. And this is one of them. So salute to Ben Crump, man. But get your ass over here, Ben Crump. Because we didn't like when you posted this photo. I didn't like it, man. I felt like it was unprofessional. I felt like, the story has been that they took his phone at Horn Island. They took it from him. You could hear him on the video like Ben Crump said, give me my freaking phone back. You already told us that, Ben. You already told us that with conviction in your voice, man. You said it with your chest, nigga. And then you turn posted this photo, which would make us think that now the whole time, he did make it back to the island. I mean, off the island. He did make it back home. He went to a party that night. You know what I mean? They was out there kicking it, man. They got back cool. So it kind of destroys what you were the narrative that was being painted, or the picture that was being painted about what happened the first time. So I did not like it when Crump put this photo up there, man. I was like, nah, hold your horses, Crump. And then he was even saying that this is some internet shit. Like the streets is talking. Word on the street is word through the grapevine. Yeah. I mean, look, that nigga a little black in them niggas. They just let me know that. Nah, fam, we can't go with shit like this, Ben Crump. We got to hold your horses on shit like this, because now I don't know. We don't have the date on this photo. I'll be honest with you. We don't have the date on this photo. But if we're saying this is the photo, then that means if we're saying that's him and this is July 5th now, early morning, 1 a.m., 12 a.m., July 5th, that means he made it back. That means they should be witnesses of people that seen him get back on a boat. That means he had his phone with him and he made it back and he was at the party. They got to find out the address of this house right here, because, if his phone made it to this address, or his friend's phone, if anybody here, they got to find out, get these kids' phones, man. Find out what day they were all together, man. That's cell phone data. Find out what day they were all together at this damn location right here. And where is this location? Who goddamn house is this, man? Like I said, man, with the picture, we don't know if it's real or not, like far as what the date is on it. We have no clue. Sometimes I be questioning, is that even Nolan in that photo? But I think now people are saying it is. And I think some people are saying that, it looked like him to me from a distance. His nigga look a little dark, but that could be Nolan still. But I think, we need Mississippi police to step up to the fucking plate and do their goddamn job. Why ain't you niggas working? Find out if this picture is real. We shouldn't be online investigating this shit, trying to break it down. We need this kind of shit to be on the news.
Now listen, I don't know if these are facts or rumors because no official statement have been confirmed. We sometimes have to follow all clues until the truth is found. Here is what was discovered on social media last night.
Empty beer
social
bottle
media allegations.
Remember, I thought this was the legs to a couch or some shit like that. You can see this look like a seating area over here. This is most definitely like some kind of sitting area. This house is laid. This is a badass house. Ring cameras everywhere. I'm sure this neighborhood got Ring cameras all over the place. If they was here July 4th, it shouldn't be hard to figure that out unless everybody in the neighborhood is racist. Unless y'all gonna say they live in a racist ass neighborhood, and y'all gonna stick together and erase their Ring cams and shit. But if it shouldn't be hard to find out what the date on this was, man. And they circled a bunch of beer cans over here. The kids about to drink and getting fucked up like teenagers do. They say this dude right here, I can't zoom in on him, but they say this dude right here is really just 19 years old. That's what they told Secret Service Sam. This dude is 19. He graduated in 2025. He just an old looking ass white man, bro. He was just at the school a year ago. Yeah, right. We don't believe that. And then this kid over here, scared for his life, terrified. This is this kid. I was like, man, somebody find out where the fuck is he. He looks scared. Everybody focused on Nolan right here, and this big old motherfucker right here totally left my mans out, bro. This motherfucker might be missing right now. Ain't nobody saying shit. They don't care about white on white crime either. Smash that like button, gang.
Have been confirmed. We sometimes have to follow all clues until the truth is found. Here is what was discovered on social media last night. Social media allegations claim a photo exists of Nolan at a land-based pool party in Jackson County before 1:00 a.m. on July 5th. But then came a significant development. Nolan's mother, Christine Wansley, publicly pushed back on some of those claims. According to Christine, she had never spoken to Elijah.
Is this Christine's real page, y'all? She's not a close friend of our son. I've never spoken or met with her. As far as the girl who told the story, remember the girl who broke the pool party down and told that, this happened and that happened and that Nolan was beaten and, what I mean? That party was where his demise happened. Do we know if this was mom real page who said, I have no idea who the girl is who told the story about the pool party? Do we know for a fact? At this point, we're going to question every goddamn thing, man. Is this even Christine? Is this even really his mom? Yes, and on the chat, y'all been investigating just like me, gang. Have we found any proof that his mom even really said this right here? Did y'all find this on her Facebook or her Instagram? Smash that like button, gang.
Elijah was never one of Nolan's friends, and she does not know where those allegations originated. Since then,
okay, so y'all saying yes in the chat. Shout out to mom, man. Compton Bomb said, I spoke on that pool party last night. This is a distraction. We got to stick to the facts until the autopsy results are made public from both sides. But who gonna drop them first, Compton Bomb? Who gonna drop them autopsies first? And who you think should drop the autopsy first, Compton Bomb? Shout out to F.O. Dresco. Parents did an interview this evening on a channel called The Griot. Said that light-skinned boy wasn't Nolan's best friend. They ain't know him like that. Okay, salute. We finna go over there in just a minute. You already know we hit at F.O. Dre. Quit trying to run my show, nigga. Quit trying to run my show. You hear me? Let me be the yeah. Quit trying to run my show. We going there next, fam. Smash that like button. Salute to F.O. Dre and Compton Bomb, man. Salute to everybody donating to the platform.
To contact Elijah,
Salute to
Elijah's
everybody donating to
page
the platform.
has been deleted, adding yet another layer of confusion to an investigation that already has more questions than answers. Now, while social media has been consumed with dissecting photos and rumors, someone who says he was actually there has decided to speak out. One of Nolan's friends, Trayston Shepard, has now come forward to clarify two of the biggest misconceptions surrounding this case. First, he addressed the now infamous beach video that many people believe captured Nolan during what some described as a heated confrontation. According to his account, it wasn't Nolan's voice heard yelling in the video at all. He says that he was the one yelling with another man in the water, not Nolan. Take a listen to this.
I just know I've lost my best friend.
This morning, a friend of Nolan Wells, who was with the 18-year-old the day he was last seen alive, is sharing what he says happened during a July 4th boat trip to an isolated barrier island off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Trayston Shepard declined to speak with us on camera because he says he and his friends are getting threats.
We did no wrong here, and we don't understand how we're getting so much hate behind it. We all cared and loved Nolan, and nobody wanted.
Like I said, the friend is saying we. So he's speaking for him and the other white boys, Javion, everybody who we didn't heard from or heard of. He's saying it's that we don't understand why we're getting the blame for this, man. We have no clue, dude. Why are y'all blaming us for the murder of our friend? We loved him. Y'all don't even know him. We actually loved him. Y'all ain't never met him a day in y'all life, and y'all saying we killed him, his own friends. That's what his friend is saying. This is Nolan's friend who spoke out today, gang.
See Nolan die. Nobody wanted to see his life be taken so short.
Shepard addressed this viral video that investigators have been studying. Wells's parents worried it showed their son involved in a confrontation, but Shepard said that's him, not Wells.
That's the video I'm referring to. That's me yelling.
Shepard says he took a boat back from Horn Island in the late afternoon, but Wells stayed behind with a girl he had met.
They met that day, and it was kind of one of those things. It did come off that day that he really did like her, but that was the only time they've ever hung out was at Horn Island on July 4th.
Investigators believe Wells drowned and say there were no immediate signs of foul play. But there is growing frustration in the community, and his parents are skeptical, telling GMA,
I see people in the chat saying rest in peace to Austin Metcalf. Are y'all being serious or are you being funny in the chat right now? Let me know. I don't know what's going on in my chat. Salute to everybody, bit of man. This is the craziest chat on YouTube by far. Everybody on YouTube knows the word is spread about this chat. I'm talking about everybody know. Everybody know. Even Poetic Flacco hit me up and said, hey, what's up with your chat, fam? They was over tripping the other night. I said, fam, that's how we do it over here, fam. Oh, yeah, don't be there, nigga. Pull up if you want to. Smash that like button, gang. I see people in the chat saying rest in peace to Austin Metcalf. Are y'all being serious? Are y'all being funny? What's going on in my chat right now, man? Yeah. I want to see a race war break out in the chat.
Wells left his phone behind, and they tracked it to one of his friends.
It was showing everywhere the phone had been, like it had. I was like, well, it's showing that he's back on land.
The sheriff said the parents have not turned over the phone to investigators. Their lawyer said they will. While the investigation goes on, Tristan Shepard wants the focus on his friend.
I want everybody just to relax and let everybody mourn the loss of Nolan.
And moderators, don't block anybody. Let everybody talk, y'all. Let everybody get their stuff off. Don't put nobody in timeout. Don't block nobody. Let everybody eat, man. However people feel tonight in this chat, man, whoever you are, let them talk, y'all. Do your fighting in the chat with your words. Don't use your wrenches tonight, gang. Put them away. Put your guns in the holster, gang. All my moderators, put your guns in the holsters. Let everybody live. Don't time nobody out.
And let us remember him as in like the sweet guy. I think everybody needs to let the investigation continue and let the facts be shown.
Shepard has spoken with the police guys, and the sheriff told us that both he and all of Wells's friends have been cooperative. We're still waiting on the results of the official autopsy and the independent autopsy the family has ordered, hoping to get the Wells family the answers that they so desperately seek.
Also, according to Nolan's friend Tristan Shepard, the pool party happened on June 27th at 11:58 p.m. There were some friends from the friend group that actually gave the pictures to the Rolling Stone, and the Rolling Stone said that they were able to verify their metadata. So I guess for now we have to take their word for it. I myself like pool party.
So they're saying the Rolling Stone was able to do the data on the photo to see that the photo was on the 27th. Let me see. Pool party that had been posted to Instagram by another young man on July 5th. People who found the photo online assumed it had been taken the night before when Wells went missing. But in reality, the photo was taken the Saturday prior on June 27th at 11:58. One person posted, one of the friends posted this to Instagram on July 5th before he deactivated his account. Notice anything? Let me see. But they're saying this. The friends sent somebody sent this photo to Rolling Stone and Roll. I don't know about that. So, yeah, here we go with the bullshit. Yeah, here we go with the bullshit. And they're not saying the picture is not real. They're saying that the picture was not, that the date on the photo is not July. Why can't we just see the original damn photo? Like, why? Where is Evan at, you bitch ass nigga? Like, where is Evan at? Evan, you's a bitch. Let me tell you why Evan's the bitch. You posted that photo and then you done burnt off. You done took it down and shit. You know everybody wondering what the fuck is going on, Evan. What was that about, dude? It was suspicious, bro. You gotta talk like a white boy. Yeah. Say, dude, that was suspicious, bro. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Why would you take that photo down? So won't Evan just come out and just post the real goddamn date like this, y'all? It's too much internet bullshit. You think some people like this shit at this point? You think some people want the attention? Why don't you just show us the real? Don't need no Rolling Stone or do no damn no data, no picture check or picture forensics. We don't want to hear that shit, man. Show us the real date, Evan. Yeah, because you fucked up by putting the photo up and snatching it down. And you did it July 5th when everybody was saying the boy was missing. Yeah, I mean, he might have just been in that photo. It might have just been a regular photo. Who knows? I mean, maybe nothing is wrong. Maybe Evan didn't do nothing at all. Maybe it was just a photo. But when you go to, like I said, if a girl goes missing and I do a photo dump and she's in the background of one of them, y'all notice, hold up, that's that same girl that was missing. Go back to scope photos. Go to the third photo. And all of a sudden, the third photo was gone. Y'all gonna be like, uh-oh, Sco done did something. Sco done took something. Sco done hid something. Yeah, Sco done graped something. Yeah, Sco done graped something. That nigga hid something. That nigga, nah, Sco, where's she at, bro? Open your trunk. We need to see the trunk of the 08 Camry. Yeah, open the trunk of the 08 Camry, my nigga. We ain't no fools. And that's how we feel, Evan. Not saying you did anything to him, but who hit you up and said it'll be best if you take that photo down? Smash the like button, gang. We just want to know who the source was that told you to take the photo down.
Happened on June 27th at 11:58 p.m. There were some friends from the friend group that actually gave the pictures to the Rolling Stone, and the Rolling Stone said that they were able to verify their metadata. So I guess for now we have to take their word for it. I myself like to show proof and receipts, but I guess old media doesn't have to do that now, do they? Now, one big issue that I've noticed with this case is that the longer the public goes without updates, the louder social media becomes. We've now reached the point where almost every photograph is going to be analyzed, every interview is going to be dissected, every facial expression becomes a theory, every rumor suddenly becomes someone's version of fact. And that's dangerous because speculation has a way of overtaking evidence. At the end of the day, something about this case still doesn't sit right with a lot of people.
She cooking.
Whether it's because of the lack of official updates, the conflicting stories, or the constant stream of rumors on social media, there is a growing sense that many questions remain unanswered.
Do y'all think it's somebody out there fucking with us all? Talk to me, gang. Light the gas up while you're doing it, man. This is a good time to light a little bit of gas up. If you smoke, if you don't indulge, that's cool. Light a Newport up, a Black and Mild, whatever you got. Ice pipe. No, take that last part back. Get rid of the last part. Do y'all think it's somebody online messing with us all? Do y'all think people have been, there's like some kind of internet agents, some people out there that's trying to fuck the story up on purpose? Do y'all? I'm not talking about just some regular trolls, just some nobodies. You know what I mean? Like half the niggas in this chat. Not talking to you ladies, but half these niggas over here sleep at your mama's house on the couch all day, playing the Xbox, smoking blunts and shit. Don't do shit all day. Shitty booty ass nigga lady. I mean, yeah, nigga ain't bathing, just laid up on the phone all day, creating nonsense and chaos on the internet. A lot of them trolls. That's how trolls live. Trolls ain't shit in real life. Trolls ain't got nothing going on. They don't take care of their kids. Trolls ain't nothing, man. Yeah, trolls are the worst niggas online, man. It's a bunch of bums. You know what I mean? Talking high and mighty from a goddamn account. Do y'all think it's been people placed out there on purpose to ruin this case, man? Because there's too many rumors, man. People talking like they really know these people and shit like that, naming names and shit. Like, really, I mean, they really, you know what I mean? It's people that really got you thinking, could this be real? I mean, they saying some shit, man. Listen to what they saying. They saying some shit. But it turns out it's a crock of bullshit. Or at this point now, we can't believe shit we hear. You see how one person spoiled it for everybody? A few motherfuckers that got online and made up a few lies that we don't believe shit that we hear from nobody. See how they fucking this shit up? That's when, you know, the internet has completely fucked shit up. And this is how they do it every case nowadays, man. Don't even get me started on the Mo3 case, man. Don't even get me started on that young brother case, man, please. Niggas are, man, no, please, man. I have to throw my lighter on that shit. I mean, they will dissect this thing and say this and say that, only to come back the next day and tell you some totally different shit. Do y'all think that this case has been fucked up by the internet? Has the internet ruined this case? Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. What do you think, y'all? Talk to me in the chat, gang. Support the channel, man. Donate to the platform.
And for some, trust in this investigation was shaky very early on. Many people point to comments made by the sheriff, who said relatively early in the investigation that he did not expect foul play.
Right.
While it's
like
understandable.
I didn't like that. And I said he had a Klansman's face. Yeah, yeah. And I'm being real. I'm not trying to be a comedian or nothing right now. Let's just talk real. The shit just sound funny because I'm saying it, and people don't like to say shit like that. That's a Klansman face. You're talking about you sneak into the woods late at night. You smell that burning cross. You know what I mean? There you go. There, I mean, you snatch the Grand Wither sheet off, and that's the face right there. Fuck around, be a Mississippi sheriff, man. We know that we're not fucking around either, gang. This ain't no joke. None of that. This is real. This is real life. This is America. You know? This is America. Let's stop bullshit, man. We done found out that high authority, you know, law enforcement has been KKK and all kind of shit before. Let's stop bullshit, man. Don't forget about the story of Mississippi burning. Don't make me. I'll play the damn movie tonight. I'll be the show the whole Mississippi burning movie on this bitch tonight. Don't play with me, gang. They're like, they tripping, Sco. This movie 3 hours long, man. I'll run that bitch right now. Law enforcement was involved. Law enforcement was involved. Some people feel like, man, the Mississippi, they're lying, man. They're lying. They're lying, man. We cannot trust them. We cannot believe them. But is it a chance they could be telling the truth? Is it a chance they seen the body and they've been investigating and talking to people and they just can't come up with a murder scenario? It's just not there. He was not beat up. It turns out he drowned. Because we ain't heard the autopsy report yet either. That's what we're waiting on. But it seemed like Ben Crump in Mississippi is playing a waiting game. Trying to see who going, hey, yeah, you go first. No, you go first. No, nigga, you go first. No, nigga, drop your shit, man. Nigga, show your hand, man. What do you got over there? What, man, come on, man. Stop bullshit, man. You there? Same time. I don't know you, man. Same time. Same time. I don't know you, man. Same time. We trying to figure out where are these autopsies, man, because for Mississippi police to come out and say that, hey, we don't see any signs of a crime. You know what I mean? We don't see any signs of foul play. Well, tell us why you saying that. Like, shit, don't just tell us no shit like that. Why are you saying that? What did the body tell you? Ben Crump team has the body. Nigga, can somebody tell us was the boy beat up at least? At least just tell us that part. We still don't know if that's how he died or not, but just tell us. Was his face fucked up? Was his eyes punched in? Was his nose broke? Was his jaw loose? with his teeth all there. Just tell us what he looked like when he, you know what I mean? I know he was in the water, so his body could be kind of bloated. They say it wasn't that bloated, but yeah, I mean, but the body can be kind of bloated. We know he's gonna look different. He ain't gonna look the same. But just tell us, man, from the naked eye, can y'all see anything wrong with him, man? I don't see Ben Crump doing a press conference and doing 6 interviews if he could at least tell us that. I don't see the Mississippi police having evidence that he wasn't killed, but they ain't saying shit. Like, show us your hand, Mississippi. If he wasn't killed, yeah, just show us the autopsy then. Something ain't right, man. Like, it's like they doing this shit to us on purpose, man. Smash that like button, salute to everybody, bitter man. But this is most definitely a Klansman face.
That law enforcement may share preliminary observations. Some members of the public, including myself, felt that those comments came before the investigation had fully run its course. To us, it sounded as though conclusions were being suggested before all of the evidence had been gathered and analyzed. And one thing I haven't brought up before is that there has also been discussions online about the medical examiner assigned to this case. Some social media users have raised concerns based on allegations and criticisms involving previous cases. Those concerns have circulated.
Nah, ain't shit funny, fam. This is real F.O. Dread. I'm not a comedian. I'm just a content creator, bro. You feel me? But you know what I mean? But something's funny about this shit going on online. I tell you that, F.O. Dread. I'm not a comedian, but something's funny about all this damn information we're hearing online. Something's funny about these investigations. I'm not a comedian, nigga, but something funny is going on. Smash that motherfucking like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building.
Widely, particularly within communities already questioning whether this investigation will be handled thoroughly and fairly. Take a listen to this.
So the autopsy for Nolan Xavier Wells will be done by...
I'm Stacy Turner, and I'm the Chief Medical Examiner of the state of Mississippi.
But the problem with this Chief Medical Examiner is that Dr. Stacy Turner may have mislabeled other Black men's causes of death.
Oh, shit!
So I was looking into Mississippi Free Press, and experts pointed out that she labeled other causes of death as undetermined, despite evidence to the contrary. So in the summer of 2021, a body was delivered to the medical examiner's office, crime lab in Jackson, Mississippi, right? He died after struggle with police. His face was swollen, he was bloodied, and he was bleeding from his neck. It was some witnesses that described seeing 2 deputies kneeling on him for more than 10 minutes. Yet Ms. Turner here labeled the manner of death as undetermined, which that type of decision will call off any further investigations. And it said here that both of the officers returned to work.
Chief Medical Examiner Stacy Turner is the same medical examiner from the Trey Reed's case. She's the one who deemed Trey Reed's death a self-unaliving after he was in some problems.
Ain't that the same Trey Reed who they said Ben Crump never came back with his autopsy too? Is that I got a stuttering like a mo. Is that not the same Trey Reed who they saying that, I think Ben Crump was supposed to do an autopsy on him too, and some people are saying, I'm not for sure. Some people are saying that Trey Reed's autopsy never came back on the side of Ben Crump, but they did get this bullshit ass goddamn autopsy. Something ain't right. I'm done with the show over with, gang. I'm done tonight, fam. I'm done tonight, bro. Oh, shit, fam. Oh, shit is getting real around this motherfucker, bro. We keep wondering why is Mississippi not dropping their goddamn autopsy, man. Man, Ben Crump, we gonna need you, brother. It is. Shout out to Ben Crump, man. Salute to Ben Crump. Ben Crump kept saying that the family did not trust Mississippi. We just don't trust them. Racist ass state. Been known for a bunch of racist ass shit. Shout out to my nigga Mississippi Swine in this chat. Ask that nigga what he done been through. Yeah, all white boys and kicked him all in his ass, all kind of shit, man. Look, what I'm saying is this, gang. At the end of the day, man, now we're hearing from certain people that this medical examiner has a history of being, on some bullshit with the autopsies, man. She cannot be trusted. And they're actually naming cases, not just making up shit, but actually telling us, hey, these are cases. Go look at the Trey Reed case. Look at this case. Look at that case. This was the medical examiner. This is the woman that did the autopsy. This might be the same woman who did the autopsy on goddamn Nolan Wells. Man, when I tell y'all, it just gets me out. I'm talking about, look, Y'all, just let all this shit sink in, gang. Just let it all sink in.
Chief Medical
Just let it all sink
Examiner
in, man.
Stacy Turner is the same medical examiner from the Trey Reed's case. She's the one who deemed Trey Reed's death a self-unaliving after he was in some problems with 4 white boys.
Okay, what is your name and your job title? I'm Stacy Turner, and I'm the Chief Medical Examiner of the state of Mississippi. How long have you been at DPS? It will be 5 years as January 1st. What do you love most about your job? I really love the people I work with.
It says State Medical Examiner Dr. Stacy Turner ruled Trey Reed's death a self-unaliving. Trey was found from a tree at Delta State University, Mississippi, y'all. Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Stacy Turner has been accused of...
Dr. Quasar, real quick, man. It says, Buddy is lying about Trey Reed. Trey's autopsy was performed by a black man who is the chief medical examiner of, okay. What's his name, bro? Can you find me his name, bro? I will look that up, fam. It is. These motherfuckers are lying, fam. Quasar, you know I like the truth, my nigga. I like that, fam. If you got information that this lady did not perform Trey Reed's autopsy, fam, find his name for me, brother. Please, man. Please. Because, yeah, these are the things we got to... If this is bullshit, we want to know on this platform. We don't give a fuck how good it sounds. If it's not real, we gonna put it on blast. Hey, if you can find his name, if y'all can investigate that for me, gang, can y'all find out who done Trey Reed's autopsy and let me know, gang? If it was a black man, let me know in my chat, gang.
Of falsifying autopsies of black men before. In July 2021, she ruled Damian Cameron's death undermined despite arriving swollen, bloody, and bruised. 2 deputies had knelt on Damian's back for 20 minutes before his... Come on, bro.
Shannon Wilson, a 13-year-old boy. Friends pushed him in the creek in Mississippi. Guess who was the medical examiner who covered it up? Ding, 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 ding. Stacy Turner again. Crump, this is 0 for 3 for Stacy. The brother of this kid just came in my inbox. Stacy Turner told this family that they don't perform autopsies on drowning victims. So this family again had to pay out of pocket, bring their child to a different state for a private autopsy. Stacy Turner, you are public enemy #1 in my book.
What's a fact is this: Nolan's family deserves a complete, thorough, and unbiased investigation.
Right. Yeah, I seen somebody in my chat say the TikTokers be lying like a motherfucker. I do agree with that. TikTokers will lie, make up some shit in a heartbeat. Them little 10, 30, 40-second videos, they'll say some shit. But if that's why I say we gotta do a thorough investigation and find out who did these autopsies, man. You know what I mean? We gotta remember all the names that they're saying. These TikTokers, sometimes some shit is true, man. Sometimes you hear shit and say, nah. But then you do your research and say, hold on, maybe they got a point. So we gotta research that. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. That's crazy. If this medical examiner in Mississippi is, purposely, giving, bad autopsy results back to families saying that they unalived themselves, they weren't murdered or this or that happened, man. This could be some shit, man. And when it comes to Mississippi, gang, and a lot of these states in the South, man, let's talk about I'm from Texas, gang. You know what I mean? If y'all didn't know, man, if you watching my channel, you'll know where I'm from. I'm from Dallas, Texas, home of the Bush family. We can't even drive down a goddamn street without paying George Bush on the tollway. You hear me? I mean, he been breaking a nigga, man. Everybody tags are out. Fucking with Bush in that damn tollway. But at the end of the day, man, what I'm saying is that, hey, man, these states, there be some bullshit going on behind closed scenes, man, behind closed doors, man. You'll find out it's been some bullshit going on. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we gotta really research that. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody rocking with the gang.
Every piece of evidence should be examined. Every witness should be interviewed. Every forensic finding should be followed wherever it leads, regardless of where the path ends. The public isn't asking investigators to rush to judgment. They're simply asking for confidence that every possible avenue is being explored before any final conclusions are being reached. Until more information is released, many people will continue to watch this case closely, including myself, hoping that answers eventually match the questions that have been asked since the very beginning.
Yeah, look, man. Drop a 1 in the chat, gang. Look, don't get scared now, man. You feel me? Like, don't get scared now. Drop a 1 in the chat if y'all feel like this thing is gonna be an unsolved mystery. This is gonna be, 20, 30 years now. The show Unsolved Mysteries to come back, and Nolan Wells' face to be on the front of the goddamn episode, man. Who put a 1 in the chat? You think this is gonna be an unsolved mystery, Sco? There's too many fucked up coincidences, man. You might have a bad medical examiner in Mississippi now. We know Ben Crump got the body, but like I said, shout out to my dog, Ben Crump, man. Shout out to my nigga, Ben Crump. You feel me? But we waiting on that autopsy, fam. It's Monday, my nigga. Right now, it's skin o'clock because I ain't got a goddamn watch on. But still, it's skin o'clock, my nigga. We've been waiting on that autopsy, fam. You could nip this shit in the bud, man. Ben Crump, the ball is in your court, OG, triple OG. The ball is in your court, fam. You can end this shit right now, bro. Because we don't, if there is, we don't, let's put it like this, gang. Let's just say what we need to say. We don't trust the autopsy, the medical examiner in Mississippi, if they black or white. We don't give a fuck. We not trusting that one. We don't want to, we want to hear it. And we really want to hear that one first. Go ahead and drop that motherfucker. What's tomorrow? Tuesday? Drop that autopsy on Tuesday because we want to hear that shit, man. We want to hear it. And if it turns out the Ben Crump team comes up with something different, they come up with murder, and y'all didn't, y'all ass gonna be looking shady than a motherfucker. And I want every black person in Mississippi to leave that bitch right away. It's time to leave, man. It's time to leave. If you black and you live in Mississippi and we find out that the medical examiner's been out there bullshit, this comes to be true, then man, you gotta get out of there, gang. You might be next on that damn middle table, and they might lie about what the fuck happened to you, man. It's time to go, black people. Now, don't bring your ass to Dallas. Now, don't come to Dallas. But Houston, you get your ass to San Antonio, Galveston, you know what I mean? But don't bring your ass to Dallas, man. Yeah. Smash that goddamn like button, man. Salute to everybody building gang. Let's hear from the parents, gang. Let's hear from the parents, man. And I love to hear from the parents. I'm gonna lie to you, man, because every time I hear from Nolan Wells' parents and Ben Crump, I always feel like we're getting closer and closer to what's kind of really going on when it comes to what the parents are saying. You did. Shout out to King Mike, man. One and his parents are going to walk away with $1 million. Okay. So you saying this shit gonna be a cold case, and his parents gonna walk away with $1 million? King Mike is saying, yeah, Sco, it's gonna be a cold case, all right. And them people gonna raise 750 bands. And we ain't gonna never know what happened to their son. There's a chance them white boys could be innocent, or they could be killers. But if they're innocent, these folks gonna still walk away with 750,000. Under the circumstances that their son was murdered in some kind of racist, violent murder on an island by 3 white boys. King Mike is saying, man, they finna make all this money, man. We ain't gonna know what the fuck happened, man. And even if the boys are innocent, man, they still made away with 750,000. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to everybody that's donating to the goddamn to Nolan Wells' family right now, man. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Let's hear from the parents, though, man. Let's hear from Ben Crump, man. Now, people was pointing out Ben Crump, man. Shout out to my dog, man. Nigga suit game be on point and shit. You know what I mean? Nigga show up ready to work and shit. People was pointing out that Ben Crump was falling asleep during one of the interviews. Well, they did a lot of interviews, gang. I see a lot of people been reposting that and put that in videos that Ben Crump was over dozing off and shit. You know what I mean? They say Ben Crump was over dozing off and shit one interview. But I'm not trying to take up for him, gang. I'm not trying to take up for him. But they did like 5 or 6 interviews, y'all. The nigga is tired, man. He's a hard worker, gang. You know what I mean? He's a hard worker, man. The man was simply tired, man. They was like on their 4th or 5th interview that day, gang. So do not hold that against Ben Crump that every now and then the nigga might just, I'm here. Ben Crump, hey, I'm here. Yeah, don't hold that shit against my dog, man. He working, gang. He's working, man. He's the one going to get us them into that independent, that private autopsy, man. Let's check in with Ben Crump and the parents, man. This is my favorite shit, man. I have not watched this. I'm going to watch it with y'all. Let's go, gang. Light the gas up.
July 4th and never made
Rest in peace to Nolan Wells.
Tonight, his parents, Christine Wansley and Elmore Wansley, and their lawyer, Mr. Ben Crump, are here to share about their fight for the truth of what happened to Nolan and also to tell us who Nolan was. Before we talk about anything related to the case, I want to express my condolences to you, Christine and Elmore, and to just say that you have been so inspirational.
The chat call him Ben Trump. Y'all ain't shit, man. They call him Ben Crump, Ben Trump. Come on, man. You got that picture of Trayvon Martin behind him. You feel me? You know what I mean? And George Floyd, man. Rest in peace to George Floyd. You know what I mean? He H-Town, nigga. The third ward landlord. Shout out to the screwed up clique. Rest in peace to George Floyd, man. And rest in peace to Trayvon Martin, man. Shout out to goddamn Ben Crump, man. He talking about he Ben Trump. Shout out to Ben Crump, man.
In the midst of your pain and grief, the way you have advocated for Nolan. And I just want to ask, how are you doing?
Hanging in there.
Let's hear from Nolan's
Praying a
parents, y'all.
lot,
Brand new
leaning
interview.
on our family, our faith, our friends, our community that has really just rallied behind us during this tragedy. But yeah, all we can do right now is just take it day by day. But most importantly, taking care of each other, supporting one another, and just trying to keep our our emotions kind of under control. Because sometimes when you have tragedies like this, you want to be angry sometimes because you just want to know. But we've been, I feel like, doing a good job of just keeping each other accountable in that aspect of making sure that we stay level headed whenever we're speaking, making decisions, etc.
Yeah, and there's so many amazing stories about Nolan that bring light in the midst of all of this. So I imagine that is helping as well. I want
People are online, and I see mom smiling, I see mom laughing. But do y'all know there's been people online that's been in my inbox like, Sco, do you see how mom is laughing? Do you see how mom is, she's not hurt? The dad ain't hurt. They making all this money. They don't even know for a fact if their son was killed by them 3 white boys, and they loving this shit. People have said that in my inbox, gang. I don't believe that. I do believe this mother is grieving. I do believe this father is grieving. I don't believe that money, it makes them happy about. I don't, yeah, they making some money. Yeah, it's a chance that we don't know what happened. But at the same time, I do believe his parents are most definitely mourning right now. Everybody mourns different, man. You feel me? So yeah, I'm not here to accuse the mom of nothing, but I've been seeing online where a lot of people have been saying, man, look how mom is acting during the interview. She talks about the GoFundMe 24/7. She talks about this. She talks about her social media. Yeah, that's true. That is true. But at the same time, do I feel like she's grieving? Yes, for sure. His parents are grieving, gang. You know what I mean? They just, they got other kids, and they got to do their best to, to not lose their shit at such a crazy time right now. Smash that like button. Y'all donate to the platform. Put some color in this chat. If you got something important you want to say, some real shit, put it in color, man. Hit the $sign at the bottom, man, and say that shit in color. Smash that like button, gang. Let's hear from Ben Crump and the family, gang.
It is.
Tell me, since you've been doing these interviews, have you heard anything new? What is the latest with the local investigation that is happening alongside of independent investigation?
So I'm going to be honest, we have not heard from our local authorities since last Tuesday. And that was because I sent a text. I was like, hey, this is Christine, Nolan's mom, just wanted to get an update. We received a phone call, basically really no updates. And that was it. We've heard from no one else.
Wow. Mr. Crump, what's your reason?
They haven't heard from law enforcement at all. I don't like to hear that, man. Shout out to Digital Mafia said, man, I lost my little brother. You go from sad one day to can't breathe the next. People who don't know grief don't understand. Shout out to Digital Mafia, man. And rest in peace to your little brother, fam. Rest in peace to little bro, man. Salute to Digital Mafia, man. Mom said they have not heard from law enforcement, y'all, in over a week. Now that's fucked up, gang. You know what I mean? Give these people some kind of update, man. You feel me? Have they told the family yet what condition the body was in? You would think this shit would be protocol, y'all. Where the fuck am I fucking up at with this, gang? Where is my mind at right now? Because I'm looking at the mom and I'm thinking about the state of Mississippi, and I'm thinking he's an 18-year-old kid and she should have either identified the body. Okay, she didn't identify the body. Okay. The family will see the body at the morgue. But we know Ben Crump organization got the body. His team got the body. They're doing a private autopsy. We just wondering, why have they not communicated back with mom? Was he killed? It's been 10 days. I mean, it's been 10 days, man, since the boy allegedly, drowned, from what they're saying. Why haven't they told mom what they think happened to him yet? Have they not shared none of this shit with mom? You know what I mean? Like, they're saying that we don't feel like there's no foul play. Well, damn it, did you tell mom that? Because mom said she ain't heard from you son of a bitches in over a week now. Mom said she ain't heard from these son of a bitches in over a week. Have y'all not told this grieving mother and father what happened to their son, or at least the condition his body was in? Was he beat up? Did somebody do this to him? Because that's the first thing parents want to know is, what happened to my child? Did somebody do this? Was it an accident? Those are some of the first things you want to know is what happened. You mean to tell me it's been this long and they don't even have a understanding? Mississippi Police Department ain't even been transparent with these people enough to tell them what happened to their son. Yeah, man. I mean, it just every time you want to say maybe not, you got to say, man, fuck that. Maybe so.
reaction to that? Is there anything that indicates, is that abnormal for you as someone who's worked on many cases?
It certainly is, if you put it in context. I know I had the opportunity to talk with Byron Allen, and Byron and I really had a deep exchange.
Shout out to Byron Allen, who donated $100 grand to the family's GoFundMe. Salute to Byron Allen. That's the guy, the billionaire dude. I think he got like, I know he's rich as hell. He donated over 100 bands to the family, man. Somebody in the chat just said, what are the funds for? I'm pretty sure the funeral. You know what I mean? And yeah, and probably, I'm sure, I mean, they might have to hire some whole attorney. I mean, I don't know if Ben Crump is working pro bono on this or not. Maybe he is, maybe not. I don't know what they deal is with Ben Crump. I have no clue. But I believe the family, they've raised, I think, close to over $660,000. $660,000. I'm not for sure exactly what all the funds are for, though, gang. I can't tell you that.
We talked about if the roles were reversed, this investigation would be handled totally different. I mean, you would have had those young men being interrogated. They would have been separated. It would have been like first 48. If you had 3 young black men with one.
Ben Crump is kind of freezing up. That's on their end. That's not on my end. Y'all see, I'm moving like a motherfucker over here, nigga. You know what I mean, nigga, I'm moving over here, gang. That's they shit slowing up a little bit, man. Ben Crump said if this was a black man, this was 3 black boys, right? Let's say 3 black boys was last seen with a white boy, and they all go out to the lake and shit like that, go kicking it, you know what I mean, drinking, all that shit, smoking, putting the gas in the air. They leave and they got the white boy phone with them. They leave. They got the white boy phone. The white boy doesn't make it back home ever. They find his body washed up on the goddamn shore of the island. Do y'all think them young black men will be in handcuffs right now? Do y'all think them young black boys to be under investigation? I mean, probably nigga detained with no bond right now to this. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, nigga. Shit. Hell yeah. Let a white boy come up missing, man. Let a white boy come up missing, man. Hell yeah, them niggas in trouble. Niggas in trouble, man. Please. White boy didn't come home. He was seen with you 3 black ass nigga, Marcus, Black, and Jerome. Oh, you niggas going to jail. At least till we find out what the hell happened. Even if it was the accident or drowning, we holding on to you niggas for show. We dumping your phones. We finna rummage through your bedrooms. It's going down. And we all believe that because we know this country, man. Let's stop fucking around, gang. We know this country, gang. Let's just be honest, man. Now, I'm not saying what happened, y'all. We trying to figure it out. I'm not saying what happened. But we know for a fact if you reverse the roles and you turn them 3 white boys into 3 black boys and that 1 black boy into a white boy and he never makes it home and them brothers show back up to the crib with his phone, oh, you niggas going down. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody building y'all. Put some color in my chat. Donate to the platform. Hit the money sign at the bottom, y'all down there, and donate to the platform.
Young white man, and that young white man end up dead. And so what Elmore and Christine and all of us have been saying, we want a zealous investigation for our son too. We want you to do for our son what you would do for anybody's son and get to the bottom of this because it's not adding up. And the fact that it seems like it's such a laissez-faire investigation. We take whatever they say as the gospel. We don't, press them on anything. We don't cross-examine them on anything. They say, Nolan said, I volunteer that I'm just going to stay behind. And I'm not even going to ask for my cell phone. They just take that as a grain of salt. And they know their child. They know the young person they raised. He would not have done those things, but they have articulated that over and over again. And so we have to hold everybody accountable. The local officials, the boys on the boat, everybody have to be held to account.
And to that point, I would like to ask Elmore, you have spoken about conversations that you had with Nolan about staying with a group, always keeping in contact. Can you open up a little bit more about that father-son coaching that often happens with dads and boys about how to move about in this world? Because I think it's really powerful.
Now, before we hear the dad say this, y'all, I do want to say this. These are kids, gang. These are young teenagers, right? And we do know when it comes to young teenagers, they move funny, gang. You feel me? That's one thing we gotta, you know what I mean? We have to give the benefit of the doubt the fact that teenagers move fucked up. I'm talking about fucked up. Teenagers will leave the house at goddamn 7 o'clock, tell you they'll be back by midnight. They'll show up to fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. You be like, why the fuck didn't you answer the phone? Why you didn't call? Oh man, I was with my homies and we went to this party. I didn't hear the phone because I was in this party. And then we know for a fact teenagers are fucking irresponsible, especially young men. Shout out to the girls. The girls are a little bit more responsible sometimes. I know my daughter was. Shout out to my daughter, man. Yeah, my daughter and my son is like night and day. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my son, man. Shout out to my daughter and my son, but they like night and day. Little mama, she do what she say. That nigga there, man, I gotta keep an eye on him, man. I don't even, whatever he tell me, I don't even listen to that shit. Whatever, nigga. I'll see how it turn out. Whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, we talking about young men here. Young men can be irresponsible sometimes, man. Do y'all think there's a chance that Nolan Wells' friends, you know what I mean, they were just drunk teenagers, man? They rode off with his phone on the boat still. They went on about their night. They hung out, partied and shit like that. And they just simply forgot that, hell, Nolan didn't come back with us. We got his phone. Maybe he'll call the phone. Hell, he'll call the phone. He'll look for it. Or maybe he'll show up to the house. We got his car there, his keys there. He'll show back up. But meanwhile, we getting drunk. We got some chicks. We finna go smoke some pot. We finna whatever, do some blow, pop some Molly, whatever, perks, whatever they got going on. If it was even any drugs involved, I want to put drugs on these kids if it wasn't none involved. But we know for a fact it was alcohol. But do y'all think sometimes teenagers can just be irresponsible, man, and just, you know what I mean, going about their night and not think about the next man, especially when it comes to boys. Girls are more hold hands, stay together. Fellas, you know, every time you're trying to hit a chick, she always got that ugly friend with her that won't let her out her goddamn sight, man. Y'all can't even creep off together. You can't even squeeze no cheeks, bite that neck. Yeah, none of that, man. Ain't nothing going on, man. You can't go suck no titties, nothing, man. That ugly friend is watching y'all, man. Girl, we finna leave in an hour, but boys don't move like that. So do y'all think there's a chance that maybe Nolan said, hey, man, I'll catch up with y'all boys later on. I'm finna try to get at Katie, man. It is shit. I'm finna holler. Y'all niggas, I know y'all got some ass lined up. I'm finna get at Katie. And they dipped off with his phone, the boat, went back to the crib. Is it a chance of that? Could that have happened? Is it, you know what I mean? Because his dad is finna speak on, you know, telling his son how to move. When you go somewhere with a group, you come back with your group. If you leave with them, you show back up with them, man. Y'all stay together. It's strength in numbers. That's what dad finna say. We heard dad say this before. But do y'all think as boys, sometimes boys just run off and do what the fuck they want to do? Talk to me in the chat, gang. Let's look at this thing from every angle, gang. Every angle. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
I think I can really thank my mother for that, because I grew up with a lot of cousins, and I was the smallest of the bunch, so I had to kind of defend myself against them a lot. But one thing that always stood out with us, with my family, was if we come together, we stay together. If one cousin fight, everyone fights. And I preach that same thing to my kids. If you go somewhere with someone, you come back with them, no matter what. It's don't let a girl separate you from your safety net. It's plenty of girls. You see one here, you see one there. So for them to come back and that'd be the first thing that come out their mouth, like he decided to stay on the island and we left, that when they said that, that automatically just turned me off, but it turned on a question like, I know he wouldn't do that.
Okay. Do y'all think dad is telling the truth, man? Not telling the truth, but do y'all think dad is right? Dad is saying, look, man, I told my son about these hoes. It is. Let's just say what we want to say, man. Look, we all human. We all grown in here tonight. Dad told his son, I talked to my son about these hoes too. And I mean, hey, man, don't trust them, fam. Don't bring them randoms around. It is. I think his daddy said I put him on game, man. Don't let no chick separate you from your partners, man. But do we think boys believe that? Because especially at 18, we damn sure thinking with our peace. We thinking with our peace. At 18, fuck what Pop's talking about, nigga. I'm finna get that head. Did you see the lips on Katie? That bitch look like she can suck a basketball through a straw. Nigga, please. I will catch you niggas later, fam. Head so good. Head looking so promising. I done forgot my phone. Boys do think what they dick, but his dad is saying, no, not my son. No. The minute they brought a girl up, they said, no, we last seen him talking to Katie. We didn't believe that because I already told my son about these bitches, man. I already put him on game, man. Do not separate from your homeboys for a girl. Do we believe that? Yeah, I'm going to say, Dad, I hear you. I hear you, Dad. But damn. It is, but damn, the things niggas will do for some pussy. Or even if you think you're finna get something, you think you got something lined up. So I'm not saying that Nolan ran off with Katie and they left and that's the true story. I'm just saying, Dad, The power of the pussy is a motherfucker, man. Right? Salute to all my niggas in the building. The power of the pussy is a motherfucker. Smash that like button, man.
I
Smash
preach
that
that
like
to him every
button.
day. He would not do that. So you telling me that you're lying to me just off the rip? You're lying to me. I can't believe that, and I won't believe that.
I saw that today for the first time, because really a lot of folks who were there have been silent. We saw, people taking down their Facebook. It was almost an instant reaction that people went into to protect themselves. But Trayston Shepard described himself as Nolan's best friend. He gave an interview saying that he was the one who was yelling in one of the viral videos that people had been questioning.
Oh, here we go.
And said that it wasn't Nolan in the video, that it was him, and that Nolan met a girl that day that he really liked, even though he'd never, interacted with this girl before. Her name was Katie. Have you spoken to Trayston since Nolan's passing, and how are you responding to his account of what happened?
So first of all, we don't know Trayston. We've never met him.
Damn, Tristan. Damn, young. Y'all told me that. Y'all said, Mom said she didn't know that little nigga. The one who say it's him in the video, man. Mom say I don't know him. Never met him. Never shook his hand. He ain't never stayed the night in my house. Don't know him. He's saying he's Nolan's best friend, but Mom is saying she never met the kid before. Now I don't know if she's heard of him. Maybe Nolan has spoke of the kid before, but Mom is saying she don't know him to even judge his character, to even say if that's his voice on the goddamn recording. Mom said she don't know him. Mom don't know him. The way that kid was talking, he never said that he knew the boy parents. He never said he knew Nolan's parents. But he was talking like he was, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like he was really Nolan's guy. And I think if he was that close to Nolan, Mom for sure done met him before. Smash the like. They might have been friends, but I'm starting to doubt that best friend shit. Smash the like button. Salute to everybody. Bidding y'all. Put some color in my chat.
So to say, best friend, childhood friend, that's a bit of a stretch. We've never met him. He's in our home. Now, if you were to say that about Jalen or Javon, I would say absolutely. You could say that those are childhood friends. Those are best friends.
Okay, so she's saying Javon. Remember, Javon is the first boy who spoke out, who y'all said was Backdoor Eddie. Mama is saying that Javon is one of his best friends. That is a kid she known, been around a lot. They've been friends since, I think, elementary school, since little kids. Mom is saying you can trust him. He said that was the other boy's voice on the video too, though. Remember, she's saying one of his best friends, who we heard an interview from on TMZ, she's saying that the same guy who said it was his voice, Javion, also said it was that friend's voice. You know what I mean? Javion also said that, he didn't think this had anything to do with race really, or too much, and y'all kind of felt like he was Backdoor Eddie. Do y'all trust Javion now? Because he is the best friend. This other guy who spoke out, oh yeah, he might have been doing a little bit of capping. He might have been doing a little bit of clout chasing.
Because they've been to our home. We know their family. We're close to, their mother. But this young man, I maybe high school, they started hanging out, or, kind of been around each other. But again, we don't know him. And not to discount anything he has said, which of course, still trying to rule those things out. But I mean, he has communicated. He did offer his condolences, which we appreciate. And he did let me know about that tidbit, which of course, like I've been telling everyone, if you have any information, forward that over to the local authorities. Make sure.
So Mom is saying that he did contact her, though. Mom is saying that she don't know him, but he did reach out. But he feel like shit right now, fam. We don't know him. He's not a best friend. He's not a day one. He's like, damn. Will he even show up to the funeral now? Right now, his funeral passed his question. Yeah, nigga, now will he even show up to the funeral at this point? Yeah, there's a lot of his friends I'm thinking is not going to this, gang. Think about it. It's a lot of his friends that will not be at this funeral probably because what's going on with the other guys. If they feel like the other guys are innocent. It might be a group of people that feel like, man, the parents are online with Ben Crump, Dog, and all of us, man, accusing these guys. They didn't do it, man. That's fucked up, man. So how will this celebration of life be for Nolan Wells? Will his friends all show up? Will everybody be there? Because if I'm this friend who said I was his best friend, I'm one of his day ones, and Mama yelled there and said, man, we don't even know you. We ain't never met you. You ain't day one now. What's the name of them is, but not him. Damn. You like, damn, fam, just discredited everything I fucking said just about. But Mom said he did reach out to her and tell her that was him on the video. It was not your son, Nolan. Nobody was taking his phone on this video. That was not him screaming, give me my freaking phone back, like Ben Crump said he heard. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody building y'all. If you're in here with me, gang, put some color in my chat and talk to me, gang.
Also forward that over to our legal team as well, just to make sure that we're looking at everything.
And this girl, Katie, who has been cited. Oh, yes, Mr. Crump, go ahead.
Let me say this to the young man. You know, not only does his parents, but some of his friends, they reject this notion about, he said, oh, he would just volunteer to stay. They're saying Nolan would never do that. So his friends are saying he doesn't really know Nolan if he's saying that Nolan volunteered to stay there. And we've had so many people now calling our call center saying where there was this argument and then 10 minutes later, there was another argument. But those people who have called said, no, Nolan was in an argument. And so now we have to continue to investigate to try to figure out everything that happened. But we absolutely do not accept that he volunteered to stay behind and he volunteered not to have his cell phone with him.
No, so they just shit on that young man. They just shit on him, man. He said, man, the other friend said, you obviously don't know Nolan. If you thought Nolan would have volunteered to stay behind, yeah. If you're saying that Nolan Wells would have volunteered to stay behind on that goddamn island without his phone and all that, nigga, you don't know him. Yeah, that's not his partner. Scratch what he said. Yeah, that nigga won't be coming to the funeral at all. Yeah, after this right here, he's not showing up to the funeral either, man. Yeah, his ass, yeah, you're uninvited, motherfucker, to the balloon release and the funeral, man. Yeah, they knocking him off one by one, man. Certain people are speaking out and they're saying, nah, we don't know him. Just like they say, mom talked about the girl who talked about the pool party photo. I don't know the bitch. I never talked to her. She's never called me. This is a lie. Mom is saying this boy right here. She said, I'm not saying he's lying, but you know, hey, we don't know him like that. Ben Crump backdoors the mom and says, man, obviously he don't know Nolan because the other friend said if he knew Nolan, he would know Nolan don't get down like that. So that fuck nigga lying. Smash that like button, yeah. Oh yeah, man, this is crazy.
Yes, it's definitely unusual
it's getting crazier.
It's getting crazier with their cell phone.
Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. But
this young woman, Katie, who's been cited in these various recollections of what happened that day. Do you know if she's been identified? Has anyone spoken to her?
She has been identified. I do not know if anyone has spoken to her. Again, you know, we just have not heard much, right? From our local authorities, which kind of, we're glad that we have kind of taken this course, however it may end. We're glad we did, because just because of this right now, not, you know, being able to have that communication. I just would think with situations like this, you know, they would be more forthcoming, like, hey, let us keep you up to date. We understand the seriousness of the situation and, you know, what you guys are going through. So yeah, but we don't know. We've never met Katie. I've never seen her in my life. She did reach out to me initially, just saying basically like it was a hey and bye type situation. And I was like, that's not what I'm getting from other people. So like I said, you know, before, a lot of inconsistencies, and we just want transparency and a very thorough investigation, just like they would do for anyone else.
Mr. Crump, can you speak to what is the sort of game plan for the next few months to even 6 months? What is the ideal situation for how this plays out?
Certainly. Natasha, I did want to just briefly remark on your last question. We have an investigation team that are talking to dozens of witnesses now. So we are trying to dot every I and cross every T. And as we get those reports, we want to report to the family what people are saying in these interviews. So that's important. And I believe Kate is one who they are planning to talk to if they haven't already talked to her today. With that said, we are on a ferocious search for the truth. We plan on having, you know, the independent autopsy preliminary findings to present, because we know when you deal with the state and the government, they can take for months before they release an autopsy. We've seen it in the past on other cases. We interviewed with you on Natasha where they took 6 months. They took a year just to come release the autopsy.
What? Hold on. Let me run that back some, Ben Crump. Hold on, Crump. Hold on, Crump. Let me run this back a little bit, man. Crump said it could take up to a year for an autopsy to come out. Is he talking about his end or on the state's end?
Let's
see what he
With that said, we are on a ferocious search for the truth. We plan on having, the independent autopsy preliminary findings to present, because we know when you deal with the state and the government, they can take for months before they release an autopsy. We've seen it in the past on other cases. We interviewed with you on, Natasha, where they took 6 months, they took a year just to come release the autopsy. We plan on trying to make sure we can retrieve these deleted messages. That's going to be really important. We know that others deleted their messages. If law enforcement wanted to convince us they were doing a thorough job, they would say, no, those.
He didn't tell us about his autopsy, though. I think he said the state takes forever with the autopsy. They can take up to a year and this and that. But he didn't he kind of jumped over and kind of went into something else. But we want to hear about your private autopsy. Where are you at on yours? How far along has your autopsy come along? You know what I mean? Like, where do you stand with releasing your autopsy results? I think that's what we want to hear. Because now he's saying it could be up to a year before the state drops theirs. He's seen it where it could be up to a year. Well, damn, you know what I mean? Like, I hope he ain't playing the waiting game, because that means we ain't getting no autopsy results no time soon from no goddamn body. You feel me? That's what that means. We ain't getting no results from nobody no time soon. You know what I mean? God damn it.
Messages you all do activating your social media and whatever texts and snaps that happened on that July 4th weekend, those can be very relevant to why Nolan Wells ended up dead. So why aren't you all retrieving those text messages and those snaps? Because again, as Byron and Alan talked about with so much conviction, that would have been the level of scrutiny and zealousness had the roles been reversed. And so that's what we keep fighting on. But I do believe this, Natasha. Young people are talking.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of young people out there. Nobody believes that Nolan either fell off a boat or jumped in the water without people seeing it. That would make no sense. And if that is the case, then why didn't people try to help him? Or people didn't try to do anything? It's not adding up. It is not adding up.
One of the things that has really just...
And that's true, y'all. I rock with Ben Crump on that. When the nigga telling the truth, when you keep it 100, I got to give him his props, man. That's true, man. Why? If the boy just drowned, man, you would think somebody would have seen it, man. 6'1", 6'2", 180 and shit like that. Athlete, you mean to tell me, man? I mean, was the boy that drunk? How many beers they drunk that day? We don't know his alcohol level. That's why the toxicology report and autopsy is important as well. But at the end of the day, do we believe this boy just drowned 200-300 people at an island on, in the water and shit, kicking it, and this nigga just swam off by itself and just went underwater and nobody seen him? Like, what could have happened to him, man? Just don't make no goddamn sense. You feel me? Like that trash up. It just don't make no sense. You would think, he a tall cat too, long ass arms and shit, man. You would see that nigga splashing like a motherfucker, gang. Let's be honest, gang. 6'1", 180. When y'all say, a wide receiver, athletic guy, you would see this dude fighting if something happened. If the family say he could swim. So what could have happened? Why did swimming lessons just go away? What the fuck happened? Smash that like button. Yeah, we listening to Nolan Wells' parents along with civil rights attorney Ben Crump.
Confounded so many people is, again, this question of a cell phone being separated from a young person and other people possessing that cell phone but not knowing where the young person is. Do we have any more insight into who passed the phone to who? What's the explanation for how the cell phone ended up in someone else's hands? Elmore, Christine, do you know?
So it's unclear, like I said, and Elmore has said, I just cannot fathom Nolan leaving his phone. Even his best friends are like, no, if Nolan was going to stay anywhere, theoretically, because we know that's not Nolan's character. But theoretically speaking, if he were to, then what he would say is, hey man, give me my phone. Let me grab my phone or something. He would take his phone. So to sit there and say that, he just left his phone, like that's hard for me to believe. I don't see any teenagers.
Drop a 1 in the chat, gang. If you think these teenagers, I know we might lose our phone. We old and shit like that. We might lose our phone. Drop a 1 in the chat. You think these teenagers gonna walk away without their phone? Drop a 2 in the chat. Ain't no damn way. Drop a 1 if yes, they can lose their phones. Teenagers all drop a 2 in the chat. Them teenagers ain't going nowhere without that goddamn phone, man. Ain't no goddamn. Well, like I said, we might lose our shit. Drop it in the side of the car door and shit. Be looking for our phone all day, still in the damn car. Yeah, I mean, we might leave our shit at the restaurant. We might walk off on our shit at the corner store on the goddamn, right at the gas station, around the damn counter right there, nigga. Around the goddamn, you know how many times I left my shit at the gas station, fam? Nigga, get some guards and shit. What the fuck? God damn. But them teenagers, man, oh, no. That phone is glued to their motherfucker. It's like a part of their hand, man. They won't put that bitch down. You got to go to your teenagers and tell them, hey, man, put the phone down for a minute. You got to tell them, hey, man, take a break from the phone, man. Break up with your fucking phone for an hour, man. Talk to me, mother. I'm in the room, motherfucker. Look up. You feel me? You got to tell them when you're driving, don't be texting, don't be watching no goddamn TikTok, no Instagram. Do not be engaging with nothing on social media while you're driving. Get to where you're going, nigga. Handle that shit later, man. You got to tell them shit like that, man. They're fucking stupid, man. Kids are stupid. Who believes that Nolan Wells just walked off without his phone? And they say he had been drinking. It was alcohol involved. It had been alcohol involved. Young cats drinking alcohol. We don't know how he react to alcohol. You got some people that drink and just be chill. You got some people that drink and be all over the place and shit like that. You know what I mean? Fucking up, doing this and that, voice slur. What type of, you know what I mean, drinker was Nolan? Because we seen him drinking. But had he been drinking a lot? You know what I mean, did he walk off and just leave his phone on accident? Was he been drinking and he just kicking it? He with Katie, he walk off, he forget the phone. Could that have happened? Could they have said they was leaving and he said, okay, bet, but he thought he was going to be able to get the phone in time. He go back over there, the boat gone. What the fuck? Like, there's a lot of different scenarios on how he could have got away from his phone, gang. Let's be honest, man. But far as him just, you know, he had to have been real drunk, I'm saying, just to walk off without his phone. Y'all gone? Okay, I'm going to holler at y'all boys, man. No. I need to get Katie's phone number. Remember, he ain't never met Katie before. How am I going to get the digits? I'm getting those digits. I'm getting those digits. If he talking to a new chick, Katie, he remember they said he don't know Katie. He just met her. You mean to tell me he didn't want the phone? He need the phone. I need the phone. That makes you think something ain't right, man. That makes you think something ain't right, man. If he was with a chick that he just met out here, why would he? I need the Instagram. I need the number. Let me text you. You know what I mean? Why would he walk off without the phone? I can't even complete my mission without the horn, without the phone. Man, smash that like button, gang. Yeah. I'm getting those digits. What movie is that? I bet y'all don't even know, gang. Y'all are not black like me. What movie is that, gang? What black movie is that, man?
Without their phone. Mm-hmm. I mean, I have to keep my phone on me, you know, at all times. So I just, no. But as far as like the retrieval, when the boys called, you know, I was tracking, I was like, he's on land. Like, what do you mean? And they're like, no, his phone is not with him. And so my friend Tashima, she went to go pick the phone up because we were trying to figure out who do we call to file this report with. As I'm being told by his friends, like, oh, don't worry. Like, you know, we're going to find him. It's going to be okay. Absolutely not. Don't ever tell a parent that. Don't ever tell a parent, like, you call me and tell me my child is missing. And then it's, oh, well, you know, it's going to be okay. Like, we're going to find him. And this is how we found our child. So
it's a lot. As a parent, I, again, grieve with you and can only imagine how painful this has been. Elmore, I want to ask you for just the larger picture here. How did you all come to be in Mississippi? Are you a generational family that has lived there for a while? Did you move there? And what's your feelings about a lot of the discussion, frankly, in the country about this being a sort of bringing up old pain, you know, mysterious cases of a young Black boy going missing? What are your thoughts?
Man, my nigga, come on, my nigga. Come on, fam. Come on, my boy Crump. Don't do this to me, Crump. I'm watching Crump like a motherfucker right now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm watching Crump, man. Stay awake, my nigga. He's fighting over there, man. My nigga Crump's fighting like a motherfucker. I'd have been on this show fighting before. Salute to Ben Crump, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, y'all. Mom is going to break down, you know, how her son's story, you know, she can see how it's bringing up pain, you know, from just the state of Mississippi, from a lot of other things that happened in Mississippi. She, you know what I mean, how she can see how her son's disappearance or his you know, his could be murder can bring up other pain in Mississippi. Yeah, Ben Crump is over there fighting right now, my nigga. I mean, this nigga is fighting, fam. This nigga is fighting.
Being sort of bringing up old pain, you know, mysterious cases of a young Black boy going missing. What are your thoughts?
Well, my family is originally from Mississippi. My uncles were, I guess you could say, the famous Wansley family out of Moss Point. They were like the three brothers that play in the NFL. So my family is originally from here. As far as history of Mississippi, teaching education has changed. When I was in school, we really got into the history of Mississippi, and that's what.
Yeah, Ben Crump is over there fighting like a motherfucker, man. Stay awake, my boy. We focus on the storyline right now, man. They just telling the history of Mississippi, his family. But my nigga Ben Crump over there fighting like a motherfucker to stay awake. This nigga needs some sleep, man. That's why he posted that damn pool picture, that pool party photo the other day, man. Nigga ain't get no rest, man. That shit was dumb, Ben Crump. We need that autopsy, OG. We fuck with you, my nigga. We riding with you. We rooting for you, Ben Crump. I need Ben Crump to know right now if you watching tonight, Ben Crump. You son of a bitch. If you watching right now, you gotta know we fuck with you, my nigga. You did. Salute to you, my brother. You done brought the spotlight to a lot of cases that needed that, man. Especially, you know what I mean, the situation with the baby in Mississippi. The baby that was shot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Baby Cohen. So yeah, so we not down in this, brother, man. Salute to Ben Crump, man, for his activist work and the civil rights attorney he is, man. Salute to brother Ben Crump, man. But I see that nigga over there fighting, man. Stay with me, my brother. Stay with me, man. Wake your ass up.
Me and Christine, we were trying to teach our children because we feel like that they don't teach it well enough anymore. It's watered down. It's
like a couple of pages, if that, and you're done. Because even when I was in school, it was very short.
Okay, hold on real quick, gang. Casey Dog said if the autopsy comes back with physical injuries and toxology has some drugs in his system, I still don't think they'll charge the friends. They're saying I don't give a damn, man. I think if the boy is beat up, if he ever have his damn face ripped off, they done beat the teeth out of his mouth. You know what I mean? And they find goddamn Molly and cocaine in the system and that fentanyl. I don't think the boys gonna be charged at all, man. I think either way these white boys gonna walk on this shit. That's what my guy KC Dog said. Salute to KC Dog, man. Let me see shake back, Crump. Shout out to Big Worm, man. Salute to Big Worm, man. Shake back, Crump. Wake your motherfucking ass up, man. Shake back. Salute to everybody, Billy Gang. Smash that like button, y'all. Keep putting some color in this chat, gang. Keep turning me up, gang. Salute to Big Worm, man. Y'all boys crazy, man. But let's pay attention to the parents, man. They give us some history on their life in Mississippi.
Like when you discuss Black history, next to nothing.
And so that's why we constantly talk to our boys about things, about situations. I will give them scenarios about things that happened to me and just tell them and just trying to prepare them. And I know
I'm trying to pay attention to the interview, gang. I'm trying. Look, I'm trying. All right, I'm trying. Smash the like button, gang. Let me hit this gas a few times. I'm trying, gang. I'm not okay. I'm paying attention to the parents. I'm not watching Ben Crump no more, gang. Ben Crump is asleep over there, man. My nigga done dozed all the way off. At this point, this nigga's dreaming. It don't wake me. I'm dreaming. And girl, don't wake me. Don't wake me. I'm dreaming. So the civil rights attorney, Big Crump, man. Y'all smash that goddamn like button. Smash that like button, gang. Let's do this.
I was not gonna be able to be there for them every day, and every minute. But if that situation was able to come toward their way, they would have some kind of idea of how to deal with it instead of just being blindsided by it. As far as that day goes, it hurts me because I wish I could have been there, but like I told in previous interviews, it was his last time to really have fun before he got to report back for camp. So we let him have fun.
We wanted him to have a good time, just blow off that last bit of steam so he could recenter himself and have I mean, he was gearing up for a great season.
Yes.
They had been working. I mean, every day he had been working.
They say he was a great football player, man. He was real good at football.
Hitting the gym. So he was having multiple workouts today. And then
Look, that's what makes you wonder about his death, man. This kid was an athlete, you know what I mean? Playing ball at community college for sure, but he was trying to work his way up, man. You feel me? He was trying to go to a bigger school, maybe a junior college next, maybe you know what I mean? Maybe a goddamn big ass university next, man. But they say the kid was pretty good at football. He went on to play college football. So that's what makes you wonder. You start to ponder, like, what the fuck is going on, man? How did this kid, 18 years old, athletic kid, probably fast, lifting weights every day, running and shit. You know what I mean? You mean to tell me this kid, man, was just drowned in front of everything? They say he could swim. It's like somebody had to help him drown, man. Who helped this nigga drown, man? Did a boat run him over? These boats are on the low in the water. These are boats with motors in them and shit. Did a boat run his ass over, hit him in the head? The autopsy to show us that. What happened to Nolan Wells, man? They say the kid was an athlete, man. In football, he was great on his football team in high school. Went on to play community college ball. Was getting ready to start a season with the community college this August. Man, bro, like it just don't make sense, fam. I keep saying maybe this dude just drowned. I say that, gang, to myself from time to time. I say, nah, somebody killed Nolan Wells. Then I say, nah, maybe he just drowned, Sco. But then every time I think about that, like, bro, that just don't make no fucking sense, bro. You know what I mean? He was in the water. People should be everywhere around him. He should be talking to somebody. Why would he be alone? Nigga just swimming alone. It don't make sense, man. It sounds suspicious, man. It make us think somebody did something to Nolan Wells, gang. Somebody did something to him, man. Hey, I just can't, I'm just trying to picture him, man. Just by himself in the water. He just disappeared and just washed up a day and a half later, man. Think about it. He out there with about 200-300 people, y'all. Athletic kid, 6'1", 180 pounds, football player. He just great swimmer. He just disappears under the fucking water and just nobody sees nothing. And he just washes back up, man. It makes you think somebody killed this boy, man. Somebody helped this boy drown, man. What the fuck happened to Nolan Wells? Think about that, man. The math ain't mathing. It ain't mathing. Shout out to T Coop, man. Salute to T Coop. Y'all go crazy in this chat, man. Salute to T Coop, man. Let's get back to the family, man. Hopefully the questions get better in a minute. Right now, they just go over the history.
It's so devastating.
Y'all like the gas up, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man.
It's just another reason why
Crump gone. Crump is gone.
You come tell me that my son stayed on the island when he had so much in place, so much stuff he was getting ready to do. You can't sit there and say that to me and then think I'm going to just take that for face value.
Exactly.
You're talking to the wrong parent. You can't.
And again, I don't think, and I've said this in every interview, I would hope anyone, if their loved one, if this type of tragedy or if they, whatever, I would hope they would fight. I would hope they would fight like hell to find out what happened. And if something did happen, who did it, for justice purposes. Like, I don't get why a lot of people are so upset with us asking the questions, because God forbid, if you were in the situation, I would hope that, you would too. Like that would be my response to anyone who is out there questioning us. This is not about money, because I'll tell you right now, y'all can take the money, the gifts, everything that people have been so kind and given to us. You can take that all if you give us our baby back. Like, I don't care. Our goal.
Let's not talk about the money. Let's stay away from that. Was the worst shit ever, man. Let's stay away from money talk, mama. Please. Don't do that, man. I didn't like that. If you just give us our son back, you had the money back. Baby, we know we know you can't. We understand your son ain't coming back. We get that. Yeah. Hey, that was okay. I didn't like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't like that. We give you all the money back if you give us Nolan back. Baby, we understand Nolan is dead, baby. We don't nobody said they wanted the money back. What are you talking about? Hey, I don't like when she talk about the money. Let's not focus on the money. Yeah, I didn't like that right there. I mean, I'll give everything back. I know y'all talking about the money and the gifts and everything we getting and shit like that. We got $750,000 on the way. I mean, unless we up that bitch. But if you give us Nolan back, we'll give you all the money back, baby. We understand Nolan is never coming back, so that was horrible to say. Yeah, I thought you were gonna say we find out these boys are innocent and Nolan drowned, then it was an accident, then we'll give all the money back, man. That's not what this is about. She said, if you give us Nolan back, we'll give you the money back. Well, goddamn it, congratulations. You have $750,000. Smash that like button, man. Hey, well, goddamn it, congratulations. Because Nolan ain't coming back. Smash that like button, gang.
Like that would be my response to anyone who is out there questioning us. This is not about money, because I'll tell you right now, y'all can take the money, the gifts, everything that people have been so kind and given to us. You can take that all if you give us our baby back. Like, I don't care. Our goal, again, is we just want a thorough, honest, transparent investigation. And I don't think that is asking for much.
Mm-hmm. Christine, Christine, did you also grow up in Mississippi or in the South? It sounds like you did, because you talked about
I did. I actually moved here when I was younger. So I'm half Filipino, which is another whole discourse that's going on. Yes, I'm half Filipino, but again, when you look at someone, you are viewing phenotypes. And if you don't know what that means, people, that is the characteristics, like physical characteristics of a person. And so when you look at me, I'm a Black woman. If you ask me, I'm a Black woman. I am. But yes, I've been here since I was young. And just learning the history, knowing the history. My grandmother, my family actually on my dad's side is from here. She had a white father, and her mother was mixed. So getting these teachings, and she grew up around that time of segregation. So getting these teachings, she would always tell us, like, hey, this, and this. And so that just really stuck with me, because I knew when I got to a point where I was blessed with children, I would need to tell them about these things. They would need to be educated as well.
Absolutely. I ask.
Shout to mom. Shout to mom. Suit the mom. Shout out to mom, man. Let me tell you how I really feel about mom. I just tell you how I feel about mama real quick. I think mama is a social media person. I think mama do a lot of social media. She do a lot of TikTok, a lot of Instagram. So I think she's ready for these moments. I think mom most definitely thinks that, her followers are going up and shit like that. I'm not saying she's not mourning her son, but I think that mama most definitely, likes the spotlight. I'm talking about, I've seen mama page and shit like that. Mama is a content creator like a motherfucker, man. It is, Will this up mama's content? I don't know, but I do see that in her. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're not gonna keep shit. We're not gonna play over here tonight. Y'all came to play, or y'all want to play? Nah, we're not gonna play over here tonight. Yeah, I'm not gonna play. It is. I'm not gonna play. Yeah, mama most definitely. I'm not saying that mama don't care about her son. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that they asked mom, do you feel like your son was murdered? And mom said, to be honest, I don't know. And we get it. They're still trying to figure out this investigation. But we want to know this. Ben Crump has your son's body. What information has Ben Crump given you about your son's body? Was he beat up or not beat up? A lot of people want to know, do they really know that their son was not killed, that he really drowned? And as of right now, they just doing all the interviews they can and stacking up all the money they can. And this is, this is kind of like a play. Not saying they got nothing to do with their son's death or nothing like that at all. Not saying that people online don't believe that, it's more to this. And even at times they believe that. But do y'all think that maybe they know that our son there's a good chance he drowned, but we gonna soak this shit the fuck up, my nigga. Let's get all we can get before we drop this autopsy. Who thinks that? I don't know. I'm just asking questions. Yeah. Man, I'm just kicking it with the people tonight. What we doing, gang? Because we gotta go over everything, man. We're not gonna leave a stone unturned. I know that's what. Tell me y'all didn't come to this channel to leave a stone unturned. So I'm not saying that's what's going on, but I'm asking y'all, do y'all kind of feel that way sometimes? Like, I know some people might be like, man, Sko, I think they know. I think Ben Crump over there asleep because he know. And they just not saying nothing right now, man. They gonna soak it up and do as many interviews as they can and run the bag up. The bag was like what, $20,000 at first, something like that, $12,000, $20,000 for the GoFundMe. And then it went up to 750 bands, the goal. So some people are saying, Sko, they finna eat off this shit. Even if it comes out that they son drowned, they gonna make sure they eat, nigga. And she finna run her Instagram, her TikTok up, nigga. Smash that like button, gang. I'm just asking y'all. Yeah. Remember that. I'm just asking y'all, gang. Talk to me, chat. Talk to me. I'm not accusing these people of nothing. I'm just saying those are the vibes I think some people get it from this. Let's not tell every side of the story that's going on online right now.
About that, because it seems that Nolan, you as parents provided the American dream for Nolan. I just want you to know that when we see the pictures and the videos of him, I mean, just the joy. He was living his best life. And that's only possible because of parents like you. So I just want you to know that.
Thank you.
Of course. Mr. Crump, I also want to take a moment to just directly explain to the public, which people have various levels of understanding as we've seen. What is the role of a lawyer like you in this case? Mm-hmm. What do you do in this case? Because, you know, you're famous. You've been part of some of the most historic and impactful civil rights cases and cases for justice in modern history in our time since, you know, I'm thinking back to Trayvon Martin. Talk to us about what you do as an attorney.
You know, it's amazing the times we live in, Natasha, because, you know, 20 years ago, Black people would have no chance at justice. The local authorities would not charge anybody. Nothing would happen. And nobody got to bring civil actions for Black life in America. And it was this phenomenon that we have kind of created. I call it the legacy of Trayvon Martin, where we started talking about the value of Black life, where we started talking about the lived experiences of Black mothers and Black fathers when their children are taken from them in just unbelievable ways. And so our role is to come in first as a civil rights, civil trial lawyer. The Constitution says that under the 7th Amendment, if you feel that you have been wronged, if you have been grieved, then you have a right to not try to go fight the battles out in the streets, but to come in the court of law and say, based on the 7th Amendment, I have a right to civil justice. What is civil justice? It's any kind of justice.
Talk about civil justice. Let's go.
Will not go up to the point where you can imprison somebody, arrest somebody, take their liberty. Only the government can do that. And for far too often in America, the government has failed us in equal justice under the law. But now, because after Trayvon, after Michael Brown, after Breonna Taylor, after George Floyd, Alton Sterling, Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland, Sonia Massey, Tyree Nichols. I mean, those cases, we affirm that Black lives matter just like white lives matter. Black tears are just as.
Shout out to Ben Crump, man. Shout out to Wiley, man. Ben looked like Birdman and Dad looked like Little Woody. All right, fam. All right, man. Get Wiley on 24 over the time out, gang. Yeah, get Wiley on 24 over the time, man. Let's get serious, gang. Let's get serious, man. This is Ben Crump breaking down what he does. You know what I mean? He's a civil rights attorney. He's telling everybody right now what he's doing for the family, the role he's playing in this case. The only problem we got with Ben Crump, man. The only problem we got with Ben Crump, my brother. You know what I mean? I tell you, Sco. Y'all know when I turn to Sco X, shit gets serious around here. You know what I mean? Yeah, when I turn to Sco X, it gets serious around this bitch, man. We just want to know what is Ben Crump doing right now because we are all waiting on these autopsy results, man. That's what we waiting on, gang. Ben Crump, you know what I mean? You can save the day, my brother. You know what I mean? In the Baby Cohen case, right there in Mississippi, man, you know, Ben Crump did his thing, man. Ben Crump showed them that the police officer was full of shit, man. They shot that baby from the side, man. Shot the Ben Crump. Don't act like the boy got, you know what I mean? Don't try to shit on his name, man. The boy got some wins, some recent wins on his belt for us, you know what I mean? Showing what's really going on, man. So salute to Ben Crump. But as of right now, we're trying to see what the fuck you got going on, Ben Crump, because we ain't heard nothing from you, brother. You posted that pool party photo and we was upset, but you think you talking about word on the street, word through the grapevine is. No. We not playing that shit, Ben Crump. We need you to be that Ben Crump, fam. You did. We need you to be goddamn Johnny Cochran, fam. You know what I mean? We need you to be nigga. You gotta channel Johnny Cochran, my nigga. Come on with this shit, bro. Show us the physical evidence, brother. Show us, brother. We need to see this, brother. Show us, brother, that these bright boys did something to this brother, man. It's time. Fuck all the circumstantial shit in the video. And I think I hear him saying, give me my freaking phone back. Fuck all that, Ben Crump. We need to know what happened to the young man. How did he die, Ben Crump? Ben Crump just said on this interview it might take months, sometimes years, for autopsy results to come back. We don't want to hear that shit right now, my brother. The internet is in a motherfucking frenzy, man. We ain't got time for that kind of shit right now, man. Come on, Crump. I'm telling y'all, if anybody can save the day right now, it's Ben motherfucking Crump, man. Ben Crump can save the day, man. We need to know when the autopsy is coming out, my brother. We need to know. Yeah, we need to know when is the autopsy coming out, my brother. That's all we want to know, man. Give us a goddamn timeline, something, fam. Are we talking August here? Are we talking, you know what I mean, late July? You know what I mean? Are we talking September, October, November, nigga, Christmas? When will we get the autopsy, man? Because this shit, we look up in, you know, another month or two go by, man. Come on, man. By the time that autopsy come out, if they say the boy was murdered, it ain't no damn evidence left, man. That's why I'm wondering, why is this shit not moving fast? People saying they cleaned the boat. Did they really clean the boat? Was that true? Did anybody ever see anybody clean the fucking boat? Was there just some more rumor shit online they was cleaning the boat? Who passed by and saw the boat getting cleaned? I asked that last night. Somebody said it's a picture. Who put the picture up? Why is that picture not everywhere? Like, you know what I mean? Like, was that shit even true about the man? They was cleaning the boat. You know what I mean? Like, do we even know that for real? For real? What evidence has Ben Crump gave us so far, man? Ben Crump ain't gave us shit so far. That's what I'm saying, gang. My nigga Crump ain't gave us shit so far, bro. Ben Crump ain't really gave us nothing, man. So we just waiting on Ben Crump, man. Wake up, brother. That autopsy is important, man. Was he beat up? Ben Crump said his team has had possession of Nolan Wells' body since like last Wednesday, man. Almost a week, last Tuesday or Wednesday, almost a week now. Shout out to Colin Kaepernick. Like I said, we understand they're doing the private autopsy. Well, Ben Crump has been having the body for over a week now. Was he beat up or not, my brother? Was he beat up or not? Was his nose broke? Was his eyes black? Did he have any strangulation marks around his neck, brother? What happened to him, brother? Just tell us, I mean, what does the body look like? Does he look like he was beat up? Does he look like something happened to him? And we just wondering, why are we not hearing from Ben Crump when it comes to how does the body, what's the condition of the body? Smash that like button, gang.
Painful as white tears and black pain hurts just as much as white pain. And so what we try to do is do everything that a private lawyer can do under the Constitution to get some measure of justice for good people like Christine and Elmore, some measure of accountability, some level of truth that has often evaded.
Shout out to Mike Pyers, man. Said, I'm calling bullshit because the family has had an independent autopsy. The family has had an independent autopsy over a week ago, and we know more than the police has released. Smash that like button, man. Shout out to Mark Pyers, man. Tax coach. Shout out to the tax coach, man. Salute to the tax coach. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. What do y'all believe, gang? Shout out to Wiley on 24s, man. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. What do y'all think, gang?
And this phenomenon, understand it now, has only been around for like the last 20 years. You know, Natasha Goen, the young girl who the Asian woman shot in the head in the grocery store and they gave her probation. There was no civil action for her. You know, when you think about Emmett Till, I mean, lynched in Mississippi, there was no civil action for them. They didn't give black people any kind of justice or compensation for their lives. So what we're trying to do is fight.
This nigga tap dancing like a motherfucker right now, man. Come on, fam. Y'all hear him right? Shout out to my nigga Ben Crump, man. But I'm just saying, we need answers from Crump, man. We feel like it's some bullshit in the game too, Crump, we with you, fam. We with you, Crump. We feel like it's something not right, man. That boy just drowned in broad ass daylight. Nobody saw him, but we got to get to the bottom of what really happened, Crump. So we with you, but the nigga tap dancing right now, man. He just telling us about everything. We know about Emmett Till. We know about George Floyd. We know about Trayvon Martin. We know about all that, fam. Rest in peace to those brothers, man. Gone way too soon, man. Rest in peace. Our heart goes up to their families, our condolences, all that shit, man. But right now, we worried about Nolan goddamn Wells and what happened to him and what's the condition of the body. Was he murdered or was he not murdered, fam? What information can you give us on the condition of the body right now, fam? What is the autopsy report looking like? What is the prelims to autopsy? What is that? I mean, like talk to me, gang. We need to know more about when can we get to the bottom of this shit, man. Ben Crump is here talking in circles, man. And I fuck with Crump. Y'all hear me? I've been saluting the brother all night, man. You know what I mean? Prominent black attorney, civil rights attorney. He's that guy in life. Shout out to Ben Crump. But I feel like my nigga just be dancing and shit like that. He ain't really telling me she just be dancing.
To say that Black Lives Matter, they don't just matter, but they are valuable to
Lakers.
That
Yeah,
Nolan Wells was valuable to America.
You know what? I feel that, man. But remember this. The thing about it with Ben Crump results is that if his results say murder, then fuck it, nigga, drop that shit now. If you know what I mean, because remember, Mississippi already came out and said we don't see any you know what I mean, any cause for investigation. It looks like an accidental drowning type shit. No, you know what I mean, remember, they already said that, and they said that shit when this shit first popped off, and they still saying that now. So if Ben Crump go ahead and drop his, like, got you, you lying motherfuckers. Either way, we got you, man. So remember, if Ben Crump got a murder, if you sitting on a murder, nigga, how can you hold on to that? That makes you ask yourself, what is this nigga Ben Crump really sitting on? Because if you're sitting on a murder, nigga, what, you can't sit on that. You can't sit on that. You can't sit on that. If Ben Crump already looked at the boy's body, he know the boy been beat up. If Ben Crump had any information that this was really truly a murder right now, ain't no way he's sitting on a murder and he ain't saying that, but we got these motherfuckers. Nah, fam, do not let them boys start destroying any more evidence than they already have. Let's set this bitch on fire. Nigga, I'm talking about light this motherfucker up, nigga. Drop that shit, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Fuck holding on to a murder, nigga. If you got a murder, Ben Crump would drop that shit right now. So everybody saying, oh yeah, Crump is waiting on them. Not if he got a murder in his hands. Not if he got the evidence that the boy was murdered. Ben Crump ain't sitting on that. He gonna drop that. So that lets us know right now that Ben Crump don't got that. That lets us know that Ben Crump don't got that right now. He's still looking. I guess the autopsy ain't done. Maybe we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt for the next 4-5 days. Couple, you know what I mean? On the autopsy, even though he promised us Friday. I'm trying to figure it out. If they can do it that fast, if it can be done that fast, you know what I mean? Where you thought it could be done on Friday, why did they gotta tell you? I mean, come on, man. You should have that bitch by now for sure, nigga. Tomorrow is Tuesday, nigga. Salute to Ben Crump, man. Smash that like button. Salute everybody building gang.
Back in society, not just to his family and to his community, but was of value to America. And I keep saying Byron Allen because we talk a lot, and I know he tries to use the grill to give us a voice. He tells me all the time, Attorney Crump, you should be asking for $1 billion because that's what they would ask.
Yeah, but Mark Powers, I smell a money grab.
He drills that into me. But Byron is right. There is no amount of value that you could give Christina Elmore or Natasha or Ben Crump for our children's lives. And that's how we have to look at it. So that's what we try to do. We understand we can't put nobody in jail. Only the prosecutor, only the elected government officials can do that. But I'd be damned if we're not going to fight to say that our people can get some measure of justice.
Yes. I have to ask Elmore and Christine, excuse me, if you could just take a moment to address the parents of children who may know what happened to Nolan. If you could talk to them directly, what would you say?
I would say that put yourself in our position. I mean, really, put yourself in our position and tell me how you would react. You would want to, when I tell you, just me alone, like we have been going through so many Facebook messages trying to collect information. Just talk to your kid. If your child has seen something, if they took a picture and he's in it, send it in its original form so we can look at the timestamps. But don't be scared to speak up, because I'm telling you, if the shoe was on the other foot and Nolan was there, or say something happened to someone else and Nolan was present, best believe Nolan be like, well, hold on, let me check and see if maybe I captured anything, because that's just the type of person he was.
Yes.
How y'all think she answered that question? I didn't think she really answered the question the way I thought she would answer. I thought she was going to say, to the boys who was last with Nolan, what happened to my son? Y'all had his phone. I think y'all went through it and erased things out of his goddamn Snapchat. Y'all had his car keys at the house. Y'all had his car. When his dad came by, y'all were acting funny, acting weird. We understand that y'all are saying y'all had nothing to do with it, but what the hell really happened to our son? Please come out and speak. We need to talk directly to y'all. What happened to Nolan? You know what I mean? What really? I thought that was, I thought, yeah. I thought, I thought she was gonna go directly at the boys. Like, you know what I mean? I thought she was gonna go directly at the boys, man. Yeah, I thought she was finna go directly at the boys with this shit, man. Smash that like button, gang. It'd be certain things I guess I'd be expecting at certain times. And you know what I mean? It is what it is. Smash that like
From a
button.
father standpoint, the same. Nolan would have wanted to help. Like my wife said, if the shoe was on the other foot, he would do anything he could to help. I said before, he was a people person. His aura would light up a room. So anything he could do to help someone in need, even if he didn't know them, and he had some kind of information that would help, he will help. So just like my wife said, put yourself in our shoes. You will want to know, no matter if you're black, white, Asian, whatever.
Purple, green.
You will want to know.
You know what it sounds like the parents are saying to me? To me, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, gang. I feel like as of right now, I feel like the parents are saying, we don't really know what happened to our son at all, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like I think Ben Crump is more on the side of that. No, them boys did it. They took his phone. That's his voice in the video saying, give me my freaking phone back. I don't think they going with none of that shit no more, man. I don't think they following the same script as Ben Crump. I don't think that they agree with Crump. I think Crump is the civil rights attorney and he got to make it about some black and white shit. But I don't think in their minds really about none of that shit anymore. I think they starting from scratch saying what really happened to Nolan. I don't know if they really going at the friends no more. I don't really hear that from them like that. Maybe I heard them saying something about, saying that, Nolan would never leave his friends for a girl. So they didn't believe that part right there. But I'm trying to figure out, are they still going at the boys or do they feel like we got to start all over? We don't really know what the fuck happened for real. We really don't know what happened because even at this point, their son has been dead for 8, 9, 10 days now. And they don't even know what happened to him. They don't even know his cause of death yet. How long does it take to find out a family member, a loved one caused of death? Y'all, can y'all tell me that right now in the chat? I know everybody here done lost somebody before, gang. How long did it take for y'all to find out the cause of death, gang? Tell me in the chat, gang. Yeah, how long did it take for y'all to find out someone's cause of death? How long did that take, man? Family member die. You know what I mean? Y'all want to know what really happened. How long does it take to find out the cause of death? I'm seeing all kinds of different answers, man. Yeah, I'm seeing all kinds of different answers. Somebody said a few days. Somebody said 6 weeks. Man, I just want to know, you know what I mean? How long is it going to take for this family to find out the cause of death, bro? I'm talking about from the state of Mississippi or from Ben Crump's private autopsy. When is the family going to find? Because, these two people are sitting here. These two parents are sitting here. The parents look at peace. I think they know the truth, said Mark Pyers. He said the family look at peace. I think they know the truth. How many people in this chat feel like they really know in their heart their son drowned? But they got Ben Crump on the team already. Shit do look suspicious. And some things ain't adding up. But overall, they feel like he might have drowned. But, they raising money. They online. They doing interviews. Who think in their heart they feel like he drowned? Who feel like, and they, because Mark Pryor just said the parents look at peace. He said the parents look at peace. I think they really know the truth, dog. I think Ben Crump is more likely playing this shit out like this. I think the family knows. I think they know what really happened. I don't know, gang. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you, man. I know they mourning for sure. I know for a fact they mourn. I know this is a hard time for them. But it's still a lot of fucked up circumstances, man. There's still some things that I feel like, nah, man, it don't add up. And I'm sure they feel the same way. So even if, look, even if they feel like them boys didn't do it, if they don't know the cause of death yet, they feel like somebody did it. It's still something going on. Somebody killed their son. So if they don't know the cause of death, I got to say that if they don't know the cause of death, whether they still believe it was the boys or not, if they don't know his cause of death, they still believe somebody did something to him, to 18-year-old Nolan Wells. If they don't know his cause of death yet, I'm trying to figure out, what's going on with the body. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
What happened to your child? So
smash that like button, y'all.
Well, the power of the truth is that it stands forever. And so we are certainly praying that you all get the truth. We pray that the people who may know more about what happened feel convicted and feel convicted to speak. I want to end just on a uplifting note. Just again, we've seen so many pictures and video tributes of him, and he just seems so delightful. I'm mother to a son, so you know how we feel about our sons. What were some things that he used to either say around the house or do when he was with you all that brought you joy?
Always like this. Mom, hold on, hold your hands up. Let's take a pic. Or Mom, let's make a video. Or, phone in his face while he's trying to sleep. That's why I say it's just so hard to believe he wouldn't have his phone, because his phone was always on him. Mm-hmm. He was just a ray of sunshine. And I've said it a couple of times. God took his time with that one. You will not find too many Nolan Wellses in this world. You will not find too many people with that amount of joy that they can give to others. He really is the light in darkness for others. And I don't think he realized that when he was here, because Nolan was just one of those people. He just wanted to give love. He wanted everyone to be happy. He wanted everyone to be included, regardless of your ethnicity, your socioeconomic background. Like that boy didn't care about that. He just wanted to enjoy life. And now that's gone. And we have to figure out, where do we go from here? How do we move on? Because, after his funeral, everyone's going to go back to their day-to-day life. They'll still remember him.
Let me ask you this. They said after his funeral, for autopsy results, it usually takes 2 weeks. They said after his funeral. So they're going to bury the body and the autopsy results won't be back yet? Is that how it usually work? They got to send out, they got these things. So they'll have the funeral and they'll still be waiting on the autopsy results. Nolan Wells will have a funeral, but we still won't know how he died even at the funeral. It's going to be a funeral. We have no idea how it was, somebody killed him or if he drowned. It's going to be a funeral. We don't even know how he died. Yeah. So the pastor ain't going to know what to say. The pastor going to be up there confused and the motherfucker like, man, this young brother, man, somebody took his, you know what I mean? Like, I've never, if this is going to be a funeral and they don't even know how he died. Yeah. I got to see this pastor go to work. Yeah. Who go? I got to see. Yeah. I got to find it. I gotta see this shit. This pastor better be cold. Yeah, he finna be, boy, you better be a bad motherfucker. Google said it could take 6 to 8 weeks to determine the cause of death. So let's stand by. Damn. Shit. We gotta wait. Ben Crump told us Friday, so I think that's why we was all on high alert like that. We didn't just make that shit up. Yeah, we didn't just make that shit up, man. Shout out to my goddamn Mark Pyers, man, the tax coach, man. Salute to the goddamn tax coach. You need your taxes done. I guess the nigga do taxes. Yeah, fam. You gotta wait for him, but we can make some tax money on the side. Mark Pyers, hit me on the gram, fam. Sco_network. Hit me on the gram, fam. Get that paper money. Smash that like button, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. Yeah, rest in peace to Nolan Wells. At the end of the day, man, like I said, no matter how he passed away, it's still sad, man. 18 years old, bright future ahead of him. Everything right now looks real crazy, man. Online, we hearing so much crazy shit, man. So many rumors, so many things that are not true. We're seeing the parents do interviews. We heard from a few of his friends. I don't think anybody really liked what his friends said, man. His friends said that, they made it seem like, maybe he drowned, man. That's the vibe we got from both of his friends. You know what I mean? One friend maybe just knowing him in high school. Parents say they don't really know the guy. You know what I mean? They don't really know him. Ben Crump say don't trust him. He don't know. He really don't know Nolan. If he say Nolan would have just left his friends and stayed with a girl, Nolan wasn't like that. But with his other friend, Javon, what's his name? Javion. They say Javion and him are best friends, man. And Javion spoke, man. Javion made it seem like, hey, that wasn't him in that video. Ben Crump is saying it's a video out with Nolan, arguing with somebody over his phone. Give me my freaking phone. Ben Crump stand on that. He brought it up again today. But his friend said that was not him. And the friend who it was came forward and said, that's me. That's my voice. So, then we see Ben Crump post the pool party photo. That pool party, I don't know about that, man. That's just still in the air. We have no idea what the fuck that party meant. My nigga Compton Bomb say, shout out to the West Coast, man. Shout out to the West Coast, because Compton Bomb said that shit nothing but a goddamn distraction. So that pool party shit, don't believe it. They try to mix the times up. Somebody just fucking with the algorithm on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok. That's some bullshit. Do not. Yeah, that's a distraction. That's a hold up. Either way, gang, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. His parents are still speaking. And they letting it be known, man, that they just want to know what happened to their son, man. Shout out to Ben Crump for waking the fuck up. Ben Crump finally woke up over there, man. Shout out to Ben Crump.
Right. But it's going to be us, his family, who have to figure out what life is going to look like. I tell my patients all the time who lose family members, friends, what have you, is it's hard when you lose them, but it's that after. It's the after where you really have to sit with yourself and figure out, how do you continue to grieve in a positive way that's not destructive to your own personal health? And then the year of the first, as I'll have coined this little term, but the first year of holidays, birthdays, his birthday is next month.
Yes.
He was supposed to turn 19. And that year of the first it's so difficult because it's a ball of emotions. I know Elmore has been through it with me, with my mother when she passed, and it's like your emotions are just everywhere, but you still, because we have other kids, we still have to be present, right? So it's that delicate balance of, how do I still be present, but manage the emotions that I'm feeling, because I'm still grieving a loss that is so fresh.
Absolutely. What are you telling his siblings, Elmore, if you could speak to that? How are you loving on them through this time?
Just constantly talking to them, letting them know that our door is always open, hugging them more. I have a bunch of boys, so they be like, yeah, but it is what it is. When you get older, you're gonna hug your children, and hugging them more, tell them I love them. Like I said, it's keeping that communication open, and let them know I'm not just a father. I'm a person you can come talk to as well.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's
Look to the parents, man.
the door open, and
Look to the parents.
Just continue to pour love into them, my family, my wife. Just trying to take care of my family.
And yourself at the same time, because you're just as important.
And take care of myself.
Well, I'm glad that God has put you two together to hold each other through this.
Salute to the family, man. Salute to the family, man. Salute to the family. Either like I said, they lost their son, man. They going through it right now. You know what I mean? They going through it right now, man. They most definitely gotta fight ahead of them with this whole situation, man. They trying to figure out what really happened to their son, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. We trying to figure out what happened to their son. Yeah. We trying to figure out what happened to Nolan Wells. Yeah, we trying to figure out what happened to Nolan Wells, man. We, as of right now, like I said, without the autopsy, this shit gonna be a mystery, man. Yeah, but without the autopsy, gang, we are in for a mystery. You got Ben Crump in the storyline. You got the family. You got these kids. These other white boys we ain't heard from. You got a judge stepmom in the mix. You got a bunch of, you got Mississippi in the whole shit. They out of all places, motherfucking Mississippi, man. Home of the Ku Klux Klan around this bitch. You dig? Out of all places, motherfucking Mississippi, man. You feel me? This is like a movie, man. This is a goddamn movie. But guess what? We gonna stay tuned in, gang. Yeah. Every bit of this movie, every time the script starts to change, man, we gonna break it down, fam. This is the place to be, man. Yeah, this is the place to be when it comes to the Nolan Wells story, because we gonna break it down, man. Anything pop off, any interviews, anything go on, we gonna run it through there. We gonna see, is it factual, actual, or is it just some internet bullshit, some gossip, and there's really no real proof to none of this shit. Yeah, we looking for all the bullshit too, gang. We looking for the real shit, but we're also detecting the bullshit. And I think on this platform with this crowd and this chat, We done detected a lot of bullshit. And I think this is the only platform where we know the real from the fake. Everybody else is hung up on other shit. They don't know what the fuck is going on. They behind like a motherfucker. We get it. We know what we waiting on. We know it's only one thing that can really solve this case unless somebody comes forward and talk. Unless one of them boys break or somebody say they really saw a real witness. Unless we can get a real witness to come forward. I go to the Mississippi police behind closed doors. I'm talking about come forward. You know what I mean? Unless somebody come forward and say what happened or the autopsy results come back or, you know what I mean? Then this shit gonna be a mystery, man. A mystery for sure, gang. Yeah, Mississippi burning all over again, gang. I mean, if that's what's going down, if that's what happened. It is, like I said, man, hey, we try to find out what's going on. I know he was with 3 white boys, and y'all feel like, man, fuck that, Sco. He was with 3 motherfucking white boys. He gotta be guilty, man, but we gotta find out. You know what I mean? Ben Crump gotta be able to prove that, man. They gotta prove that. You know what I mean? The state of Mississippi will have to prove that. They will have to prove that these boys physically did something to him, man. If the autopsy result come back and say the boy just drowned, then God damn it, y'all. That's it. That's closed case. People gonna say, well, they lied about it, or there's gonna be more shit. Nobody's gonna take that. You know what I mean? But if that's the truth, that's the truth, man. If them kids are innocent, man. If it's a chance, them 3 white boys are innocent. They really didn't do nothing to them. That was their friend. If they fucked up, they can't go to the funeral, man. If it turns out that he just drowned, they find out now his body wasn't beat up, nothing like that, man. He just drowned. Then yeah, for the white boys, it's gonna be fucked up. It's gonna be like, damn, dude, them boys dirty than a bitch online. Got drugged all through the mud, all through the trenches, through the backyards, dirt all over your names. Docs you, all kind of shit. Them boys didn't do shit at all, man. That would be crazy, gang. That'd be crazy. Think about it. That's a possibility. There's a possibility them boys didn't do shit at all. There's a possibility they really didn't do anything to them at all. And this whole shit is fucked up for them. But then again, there's a lot of things that just don't add up. And I think until we can answer all this shit, man, it just don't make sense. We got to hear from them boys. There's a lot of things that don't add up. It's just shit that it's just things we got to agree. That shit don't add up, man. Ain't no motherfucking way, fam. That shit don't add up. Ain't no way. Hell no. Ain't no way. That boy ain't just drowned in front of everybody by himself, man. That boy ain't just went, you know what I mean? It just, you know what I mean? Like what? He just, what? Yeah, man. I can't just say, man, this boy just drowned. I just don't see it, gang. I don't fucking see it, man. You know what I mean? As of right now, I feel like he was assisted. However he got in that water, somebody helped him. Whatever happened to him in that water, somebody helped him out, man. He didn't do whatever he did. Whatever happened to him, he wasn't alone. You feel me? That's how I kind of feel right now. Whatever happened to me, he wasn't alone. But if you, like I said, the autopsy come out and say he just drowned. He was not beat up. His neck ain't broke, no bruise on his face, nothing like that. He just drowned. That'd be some shit, man. You know what I mean? Smash the light, but it's a possibility. Right now, I think we 50-50 over here as far as what's going to really happen in the future, man. We just trying to figure it out, gang. We just trying to figure it out, gang. It is. We ain't here to say this or say that. We here for the truth. It is. We can have our assumptions and all that shit. That's cool. But the only thing that matters is the goddamn truth. Remember that. If them boys are innocent, if them white boys ain't did nothing at all to Nolan Wells, they need to be that need to be said. If that comes out, you know what I mean, then fuck it. Y'all gotta bite the bullet and say, man, the internet was wrong about this shit. Them kids are innocent. But if they did, then y'all gonna all say, God damn it, we knew it. We've been saying it the whole time. We all knew something wasn't right. Shout out to Ben Crump, man, for standing up for the family. Shit, they done raised a lot of money. The family, they going for $750,000. I only bring that up because I'm just showing y'all, like, just like in the Carmelo Anthony case, a lot of people is donate, man. When these stories are big like this, man, I think Carmelo Anthony family raised close to $700,000, and then they hit a U-turn. I think after the trial, they raised a bunch of more money that I think they took. But this family is their goal is $750,000. So yeah, these families most definitely be getting love, man. Ben Crump over there asleep. Somebody said, smash that like button, gang. Either way, y'all know what time it is, man. It's Big Sco gang or no gang or don't, man. We'll be back, gang. We got other news to break down too, gang. I know, like I said, every day in the Nolan Wells case, there's new information coming out. It's new shit. The friends spoke today. The parents did another interview. So we got to break this down, gang. We got to go all the way through there and break down everything that's going on with the situation, man. What people are saying online. We got to run through a few of the bloggers and the TikTokers to see what's being said, what's real and what's not. But this is the only platform where we getting down like that. Everybody else is going to say what sounds the best and shit. You know what I mean? Fuck that, nigga. We don't know. Over here, we want to make sure we understood exactly what the fuck was happening. We following this case, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. That's all I want to really say, man. No matter how this shit went down, man. No matter how it go down, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, young black man with a bright future ahead of him, man. It breaks my heart to know you died in that water alone, fam. We hate that for you, my nigga. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. I'm gonna like my gas up on that, man. Rest in peace to young Nolan Wells, 18 years old, man. Salute to everybody bidding y'all. We'll be back, gang. We'll be back tomorrow night to break some more shit down. Salute to everybody who donated to the platform tonight. Yeah. Salute to everybody who donated to the platform tonight. Let me see. Smash that goddamn like button, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Yeah, we'll be back, though. If there's any information, y'all know what to do with it, gang. Follow me on Instagram, man. SCO_network. SCO_network, gang. SCO_network. Go follow me on Instagram right now. If there's any videos or anything y'all want to send me, send it to me. Follow me on Facebook, too, gang. Go to Facebook. CHRIS. That spells Chris. Pettie, Chris Petty on Facebook, y'all. Pettie on Facebook, gang. Go follow me right now on Facebook and Instagram, gang. If there's any videos y'all want to send me, anything, send it to me, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. We'll be back next time. Let me see tomorrow night. We'll be back tomorrow night, yeah. Y'all need to be scared, niggas. Damn, Skull, you ain't gonna lie. We'll be back tomorrow night, goddammit. Either way, gang, salute to everybody in the building. Shout out to Shunny, man. Shout out to Shunny. I don't know about you. Did I even shout you out, Shunny? Salute to Shunny, man. Salute to Shunny twice, man. Shunny, yeah, Shunny went hard. Bitch. Shout out to Shunny, man. Yeah, y'all got Shunny fucked up. Salute to Shunny. God damn it. We'll be back tomorrow night, gang. Either way, like I said, rest in peace to Nolan Wells, gang. Are we getting closer to the truth? Or is it just a bunch of bullshit flooding the goddamn algorithm right now? Let me know in the chat, gang. Are we getting closer to the truth? Or is it just a lot of bullshit flooding the algorithm? When do y'all think Ben Crump will come with the autopsy, man? When do y'all think the state of Mississippi will come with the autopsy? It's still so many questions to be answered in the Nolan Wells case, gang. We'll be back. We got to keep covering this shit, man. We'll be back. But we got other stories I got to break down too, gang. Y'all get into some more shit as well. But either way, gang, salute to everybody in the building, y'all. It's most definitely Big Skull Gang, a no gang, a don't bang. Remember, we don't break the news. We just break the news down, y'all. Till next time, I'm gone, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. I'm gone, gang. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. I'm gone, man. Look at the whole gang, man. Look at the whole gang. I see y'all in the man. Y'all, it's your boy Just Ain't No the Scope. We don't break the news. We just break the news down. It's most definitely Scope Gang, a no gang, a don't bang. Hey, we're gonna stay real over here, man. Big Scope Gang. Salute to everybody watching this video. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I do live streams all the time. It's Scope Gang, a no gang, a don't bang. Salute to everybody. Hold on. I want to say all this real quick, y'all. Go, hey, gang, come on, man. Just be able to go with Big Cartel, y'all. Go to the website, gang. I got everything in every color, gang. We got everything in every single color, gang. Go show me some love. I think you did. Trade breaking your gas down, man, on a Scope Gang trade. You might not know, gang. Yeah, y'all niggas talking about y'all big smoke in the check, y'all big blow and shit. Why ain't you ain't got your trade yet, nigga? Why ain't you niggas ain't got your trade yet? Go to the website and shop with your boy. Just Say No to Scope.
Hey, I keep it G at all times. At all times, keep it G at all times. I ain't lying, keep it G, that's all I know. Hustling, flipping dope. Salute to a real G when you see us step in the soap. I keep it G at all times. She with me at all times. All this money in this bitch, oh, can't you see it's all mine? I ain't got no 9 to 5 when you with me, it's all crime. In Frisco bringing the bitches, what you see is all dime. In San Diego with 90 bricks, fly season all on my feet. Rest in peace, my nigga Guap, he used to put us on plenty links. Rest in peace, my nigga Dre, he used to tell us go spin that shit. Go to LA, get some bees, make a box and then send that shit. I've been flipping with Stony C, us niggas is getting rich. I'm feeling like Jake Prince, pull up in this step on shit. Clover G's is the mob, them the ones that I'm stepping with. Lil Flip put me on, so he the one who I'm repping with. Keep it G at all times.